Hello guys, and welcome to the Gers TV. It's myself.
Hi there guys, glad you could join us.
And Sandra. Guys, loads and loads to talk about. We've got Jim here on the side as well. Before we start, the usual, as many people as possible, if you can like, share, subscribe.
Yep, doesn't need to be Rangers pledges guys, going to keep sharing, get us out there, all the groups you've got, share our page guys, get us out there.
Aye, so if you can put on a couple of the Rangers pages as well as other pages, just get it right up there, as many people to watch as possible. Loads and loads to talk about guys, absolutely fantastic that we've got so many viewers already. Guys, loads to talk about. First of all, before we start off, right, what's the subjects for the night?
Well, obviously Steven Gerrard. We're going to speak about Steven Gerrard.
The Gerrard situation, the Rangers team situation.
Yep, the lotto competitions that we have.
Yep.
Australian convention.
Yep, also.
The games, Rangers and Hamilton and Ross County on a Sunday. The Rangers draw.
Yep.
And also Stephen Renwick's going to call in regarding Jake's Den.
Yeah, that's great.
Roddy Lumsden won the tickets for the lotto. No.
Aye, that's a competition.
That was through the lotto,
we'll
right.
talk about that in 10 minutes, right, once we get everything up and going.
And a couple of things we've got for you. Got Bridging Loyalties Culture Day, and then we've got a memorial service for the 3 Scottish soldiers.
Aye, so loads and loads and loads and loads to talk about, guys. Guys, we've got our soccer under control. Who's phoning in tonight? It's all organised. It's all about the famous Glasgow Rangers. Before we start the show, just let us know where you're all from. Give us a wee thumbs up and then tell us whereabouts you are in the world.
Let us know where you are, guys.
It's not as I've been very full. It's a bottle of water.
Yeah. That's alright.
So everything's under control, there we go.
There's Sid Barrett for Toronto. Hello there.
Aye, that's cool. So, we've got Port Glasgow, we've got Canada. Let us know everywhere where you're staying, guys. I'm on the water tonight, a few people asking.
He's on a keep fit kick, guys.
There we go, there's quite a few of them.
Loyalist Renfrew, Ian Wortman, Billyman from Cookston,
Aye,
Billy
Hamilton.
McMenemy.
So keep them going, guys. Let us know where you are all over the world. Keep us sharing as well.
Londonderry,
And let us know that
Stephen Rennie.
you've got a good enough streaming. It should be good tonight. Everything's looking good. So, mixture when it comes to the Glasgow Rangers this season, let's be honest. Up, down, up and down. It's been that way all season. But we stick by the club, win, lose or draw.
Yep.
Start us off right. I'm going to start the Steven Gerrard debate that's been going on. And I'll lay my colours to the mast on it. And Saturday night I was sick and night, but as we all were. But my own opinion on it, Steven Gerrard's going to go nowhere, so we need to back him 100%. There's no choice on that. We need to back the guy. I think the team have let him down, and certain individual players at the club need to start showing a bit more loyalty to Gerrard, like Gerrard's done for them. Because if it continues with the forum that we're playing on, it's the players' faults. And I think, whether we like it or no, as a support, we've got a massive support, so let's stick together because it's all we can do. So I think, in my opinion, we stick by the manager, but the players need to do the same.
Well, he'd a 4-year plan, so this is the 2nd year.
Aye,
This is the
well, he's not
second
going
year.
to go anywhere this
No, I
season
know,
anyway,
I
so
know.
the fans arguing with each other and things like that. We don't want that, guys. We want all the fans to be united, stick together. Aye, but we don't want, that's what I'm saying, but I know, but we don't want that, that's what I'm trying to say, so we don't want that in this show. We don't want guys arguing with each other and falling out about...
Because he's there, he's staying
We
there,
all
guys.
want the club to be the best, and we want the best things for it. Guys, a bottle of Volvi, why am I getting everybody asking? I've got a bottle of Volvi because I'm trying to stay off the beer for a few weeks. I just thought, all I'm saying is, guys, debate all we want, chat, it's all healthy, but let's all remember, stick together. That's what the support's all about.
Do you think Gerrard will go at the end of the season? No, I don't.
I don't think so. I think he was considering. I think he'll stay now. For wee bits of information I've had, I'm not going to disclose them because he might be wrong, but I think he did consider it, and he's had a meeting with the backroom team and some of the players, and they've decided to stick it out. So let's get behind them. We've got a big European game coming up soon, and that's it. We need to stick by them, that's as far as I'm concerned. If anybody thinks I'm wrong, fine as well. I don't mind a healthy debate. The game, let's start off with the game on Wednesday. The European game, this is a high before we go to the low. The European game on Wednesday, I thought Rangers were absolutely outstanding. The way Rangers played. You have to admire the way they played, and you have to admire the... Braga went on and get a result. Was it Sunday? They won 3-1, I think. And they're beating all the teams in the Portuguese league, so they're a quality team. So you have to take credit for Rangers for doing that. The support was outstanding. Every player on the park played great, and it was a privilege to see it. And watching the game, I thought Rangers deserved the win, and I think Braga underestimated us. Considering if Braga had scored the Saturday, missed, it would have been 3-0 at Ibrox. Could have been a totally game changer.
Aye.
But it wasn't, and we're still in there.
I know.
We're in the draw for the next round, and then obviously we got a laugh at it when the Manx getting knocked out. But so about the Rangers. On to the game at the weekend. Nobody turned up. It's as simple as that.
Can I give you that other bottle, that blue bottle?
Aye, if you want.
There's 2 bottles, blue bottles in here.
So just a quick one on it, guys. The thing I do think that needs to happen.
Yeah, there's a blue one.
That doesn't matter, does it?
You can have one, John.
Aye.
It's because he's got a green one there.
Oh, is he getting commented on?
Aye.
Aye, guys, so what?
Here all night.
Aye, never mind all that. Right, so, the only thing I did want to comment on was the fact that Gerrard put a lot of loyalty and a lot of faith in Morelos. Aye, somebody just commented and asked me that. Gerrard stuck his neck out for Morelos. I'm a massive Morelos fan, right? My favourite player on the team. I feel Morelos has let Rangers down. He was allowed to go and visit his mum, who apparently wasn't well, so we go with that. And then he's came back 24 hours late, changed the training. I think Gerrard's 50-50 whether he should have dropped him or no, but at the same time, if he didn't drop him and caused animosity, we'd be saying, why do you not drop him? And he shouldn't get any more privileges than anybody else. So I think Gerrard called it right. It's a hard call for him, and Morelos let the club down. In my opinion, that's no fair. It's not fair on Rangers. It's not fair on the support. Not fair. Morelos hasn't scored this season. Sorry, not season. This year, 2020. He's not scored a goal. So I think if it's Morelos versus Gerrard one, you've got to say Gerrard's the manager of our club.
Definitely. There's nobody bigger than the club.
I think the players have let him down. A few comments, guys, if you want to read them out.
Congratulations, you've received 100 messages. But all right, okay. Everybody knows how Rangers play, said Betty McKenzie.
Aye, it's quite. Go up a wee bit, Jim.
Let's come back stronger. Just remember, we have 54 top titles. They've always. That's away now.
What's going on, done it? What happened?
Jim took it.
I found it right.
Sorry.
I know, but she was starting to...
Good evening, my friend Sandra. That's me. Just got home. Walking home on Sunday after your boy got to answer. So thanks very much,
Aye, we were in the Bristol on Sunday.
That's right. I had my grandson in, so.
And the band were in Proven Hall, True Blues.
That's right, Proven Hall, True Blues, and Robert had given him his money in to walk home.
Brian Matthews, that's Brian at Faye Oswald's Bar, guys.
Right, how was your mod night, Si?
It was a great night. Obviously had a few beers and I was a bit disappointed with the football, but we got a couple of beers with Brian. If anybody doesn't know, Brian runs Oswald's. It's a city centre, Oswald Street. It's a great Rangers bar and it
I'm going to
welcomes
see you
everybody.
this weekend, Brian. Where are we? Right, no, at Hampden there'll be no. Right, okay. Could you not find a blue top bottle? I got one, so you're all right, Betty
Bottles have
McKenzie.
changed, but we're back your way, guys.
Watch it from Tenerife, guys. Enjoy the weather.
Stick it on the pub telly if you're in the pub.
Gerrard is going nowhere. He doesn't do walking away, said Alex Kelly. I don't see him as a quitter, guys.
But we need to stick by it. He said he's fine, so that's the main thing. So we need to stick by that. Roddy Fraser, we good on a wee bit.
Roddy Fraser. We need to start with a new captain. As I've always said, Tav is not good enough from the start of the season. Can cross his assists have been poor. So poor this year, guys.
I think the answer to that, right, two things I'm going to say there. I agree with Roddy there 100%. I've said for day one we need a proper captain at the club, and I thought we should have done what we advocate done with Barry Ferguson, and he should have took Ross McCrory and nursed him into the position of the captain. Maybe he's doing that by sending him out to Portsmouth. I don't think that was a good idea, but I think that's the way you should have done it. But we need a proper leader. The other thing I'll say on that, Tav hasn't been the same player since Candace left Rangers. The link-up that work that Candace done benefited Tav, and he's not got somebody to do that anymore, and it's shown him up a wee bit. But for leadership qualities, he's not got them. It's simple as that.
It's all about the Rangers, said Sandra Cartledge.
As always,
yep,
guys.
Always. Right, Jim, can you take that down, Jim, please?
2 seconds, guys. The page just moved a bit 20 there.
Right, down. That's that, right.
So Herlander's coming back. Somebody's asking about Herlander. Hold on, Kenny's asked a question, but the page is going up and down here. I can't keep up. My eyes are going here. Sorry, 2 seconds, guys.
Right, Morelos has scored once this season.
Aye, it was it. No, I was talking about the. No, I was talking about since it's not the season I'm talking about. I'm saying
End of this year, 2020. Right, replying to. Sorry to hear. Sorry this year, said Kenny.
I saw this mix up on it, right, we're catching up
Hey,
there. The
Morelos
page
has
went
put
up down
a
about 10
couple of
times.
stone on.
Aye,
Sid Barrett.
that's a worry for me. Big Gary goes to the games with us. Big gorgeous Gary, he's commented on the fact that he's put weight on as well. And Morelos' game's all about speed and ability and agility. It's hard to see that. And Morelos has let himself down because the value Morelos had, see when he loses his discipline and gets sent off and he puts weight on, that doesn't add value, so I don't know. But he's went home to see his more. You hope he does the right thing and comes back in time and he hasn't.
There's somebody says we don't know how ill his mum was. Well,
No, I know that.
don't.
I understand that. I'm not commenting on. I think he done the right thing letting him go. But at the same time, the deal was he's got to be back in time.
Hey, domestic games are worthless now. Concentrate on going further in the Europa League.
Possibly true, but we need to still play for every game we're at.
That's that. For me, SG saying he missed the game plan, etc. We have had the same game plan all season. I'm backing SG and we need to stick with him, said Stephen Renwick.
Aye, Stephen's going to phone in later on. And
Yeah, we're going to hear
and I
from
agree with
Stephen.
Dave Ainsworth. No player's bigger than the club. That's as simple as that. And I've seen it before. As I say, Alfie's my favourite player. But how many times have we seen? Souness was the best for it. If you fell out with Souness, you were gone.
Aye,
It
that was
didn't matter who you were. Graham Roberts has been on the show, and Graham Roberts even said that when he meets Souness now, that he doesn't have a bad word to say about him because sometimes you have to make the right decisions. It's as simple as that.
Where are we?
Bring back Ross McCormick.
Bring
aye.
back Ross.
Aye, so that, as I said, I would like to see Ross McCormick back.
Hi guys, do you think SG is waiting to the end of the season before walking?
No idea. I really don't know. As I say, I think he had the chance to go. I don't want to start the rumours and all that stuff. I've not got any inside info, so I don't know anything about it. But as far as I know, he's staying to the end of the season, so let's support him. It's as simple as that. We need to back your team. Fans need to stick together. Arguing with each other and no backing the team isn't going to help. The fans have been outstanding.
Speculation is...
The fans have been outstanding all season, so they want to keep it that way. Right, so a couple of other things. Right, so we've got the game. We spoke about that. What else
Yes,
have
right, we
got?
need to speak about Stephen Renwick because he's going to call shortly.
What time's he calling it?
9:15.
Right, she's got the phone in half an hour.
But it's 10 to 9 now.
Right, so we'll get it to 10 past and we'll start
Right,
talking about that. Right, so
okay.
we know about it. Right, so there's a few new things going to be happening with Gers TV, or updates, right?
Yep.
So obviously we've got we had a wee meeting with 5-star promotions
Last night.
night. So we've been working with them for the last couple of months. For the start of the season, really, 5 Stars basically runs Rangers events and Rangers memorabilia. They've gave us some cracking prizes for the people that watch the Gers TV.
And the people that are entered
Joining
into
our
the
Rangers Lotto.
Lotto.
What we want to do is we want to get the Lotto bigger because it makes more money for the Rangers youth development and it makes the club a wee bit stronger and it gives people a chance to win. So we're going to be doing competitions now. 5 Stars dinners are outstanding.
Yep.
And they've gave us prizes. So the prizes that they've gave us are they're going to be for the next couple of months. They've gave us signed memorabilia for Rangers legends. 5 Stars one and only. I think they're the only people that can do the authentic Rangers signatures.
That's right.
They can authenticise a word. They can tell you exactly when it was signed, where it was signed,
What time it was signed?
what time it was signed at. You've got the Rangers legend. It's going to be a framed picture. We're going to have we've got a right good few of them.
Yes.
We're just got them in the framers now. And anybody that watches the show and joins the Rangers Lotto
through the Gers TV.
will get entered into a prize at the end of the month. This month and then every month for the different prizes we've got. So this month's prize
This month's prize is the two Dick Advocate and guests. We can't reveal the guests right now.
yeah, so Dick Advocate, Rangers manager.
And it's in a Doubletree Hilton in Glasgow and it's 2 VIP tickets. And they're £65 each, guys. So they've got 2 of these tickets and it's Friday the 5th of June.
So it's not just tickets for it, it's the best tickets in the house. You'll get to meet them, get your photos and all that taken, your dinner, all that stuff. However, there's going to be
More people.
3 to 4 legends coming along.
Yep.
They're just signing the deal with the contract, so we get asked not to mention their names. But most of them are all orange.
Yes.
That's always to say, right guys, because we can't reveal it, but I do know that it's going to be a host of Rangers greats at this dinner, and we're going to be tagging along as well.
Yes.
But if anybody wants to win it, if you've joined the Rangers Lotto, Gers TV agency, which we're doing a big promotion for next week, anybody that's in it or already joined it, we're going to have a bag with names in it at the last Tuesday of the month. So the Tuesday before the month ends, pull the names out and somebody will win 2 tickets for this
So
dinner.
if you've joined it last week, you've joined it, you'll be in every month. Each month.
You're in
It'll carry on, just roll over, your name will keep going in.
And the legends pictures that are going to be framed and signed, they're also going to be part of this every month. So the first prize this month in March is the Dick Advocate dinner.
Yep, and it's in
2 VIP tickets in the Hilton.
Friday the 5th of June.
Friday the 5th of June. So, great prize to be won there, guys. If anybody's not joined the pool, I call it the pool's a lotto. I need to emphasise the lotto because they're two different games that the Rangers Lotto play. Our syndicate's went up to, we're nearly at 50 already. It's grown every week, so we're just trying to make it bigger and better all the time. And it supports the club. The Rangers Youth Development, it's a big thing for the club.
Yep.
And it's the one thing at the club that is getting better all the time, the development. So that's what we've got with them. So if anybody's interested in any more information on 5 Star, guys, they've got their own website, they've got their own details on Facebook, social media, they're all at it. The events that we've been at have been very well run, great welcoming, and they've got, as far as I know, they've got a deal with just about all the Rangers legends now.
Every
Just
one of
about
them,
every one of them, and they're signing new deals. So if you're interested in going to Rangers dinners or anything, they guys are back to us, so we're back them.
Yep. So they've also got one, Ian Ferguson and Ian Durant in Cheers Bar on Friday the 20th of March.
3 Cheers Bar.
3 Cheers Bar, aye, 3
Aye.
Cheers.
That's the old NN10.
That's the old NN10, yep. And that's this Friday the 20th of March, and it's £25 a ticket, guys.
So that's for me. A lot of people say, right, and I kind of get this as well, a lot of Rangers supporters or people in general say, you're going to these nights out in big hotels, and some people feel they can't afford to go. So the 5 Star are putting events on in pubs as well.
Yep.
And 25 quid a head, it's not a bad price and you're getting to see them. Who'd you say it was?
It's Ian Ferguson and Ian Durant.
Ferguson and Durant. So brilliant, good line-up. Two great Rangers.
Probably
Aye. I'll probably tag along.
Yeah.
Durant is a good speaker, and Ian Ferguson comes there once a year now. Does about 10, maybe 10, 15 events. Tours all the pubs, and away he goes. So, guys, anybody's interested in that, we're not involved in it, we're just letting you know about it. We bring your page down.
Yep. Where there, that's it. Absolute belters. Hello there, Monique. How you doing? I hope you're alright. Hello, Michelle Lynch. I can't hear you properly. You can't hear me.
Sandy.
Oh my goodness.
So, guys, just double check my Sandra now. We'll just. Did you move the
Should
mic
be.
in?
No, I've not touched it. Should be on.
I think that's it sorted again, guys.
Right, okay.
Aye, right,
It's
so-
up.
Aye, so there's Margaret Grant saying about the Rangers Lotto. Rangers Lotto isn't anywhere near as big as it should be, but it's getting bigger, and we're going to do our part. We're going to do a wee promotional video
Yep.
next week.
But anybody that wants to join, just message the page, and I'll get it out to you. If you give me a wee message, if you just give me a wee message, I'll answer you and I'll get you joined up with the Lotto.
Yeah, so as simple as that, guys. And if you're interested in the Rangers Lotto, basically it's a game that you can win twice a week, is it?
Twice a week.
We're getting the details out there.
A Wednesday and a Saturday.
Aye.
Wednesday and a Saturday. Far too much, 25 quid, no way. What's for, alright. For the ticket, he means, sounds okay, said Thomas Arnott, sounds good, and it's okay, said Davy, he must be tuning in at the
so
other
it's getting
side.
better, guys. So we've got that. We've also got a wee thing, the bonus ball. It's not as big as a Lotto, but the bonus ball is just a wee, basically a fundraiser for the channel.
Yep. Jim runs it.
Jim
It's
does the
bonus
bonus
ball.
ball, and the first winner had to be
Jim.
Jim won it. It's
On number 9,
£100 he won.
on his birthday.
£100 you can win on that, guys. It's just £1,
I got a nice £300.
and the next one goes in about 2 weeks' time.
Aye,
Yes.
well, it's designed for the 14th, but if we manage to sell them all out for the 7th, then we'll have it the 7th.
Aye, so the quicker it sells, we basically get it. We get it out again.
The one a week, or they sell once a week, but doubtful.
Aye, so we'll see what happens, guys. If anybody's interested in the bonus bot, it's on the page. Right, what else have we got here? A couple of more things we're going to chat about.
I was looking at Monique's on a
diet.
Aye, she's on a.
What we're going to do, we'll
a
get
keep
Monique.
fit thing.
What we'll do is, Monique, she's on a keep fit, a diet or whatever. Let us know when you want to get back on the show, because we'll get her back on.
That's right. She can't. She
she's
should have because
full
she's
of
on
confidence in
a.
it,
Yep.
and that's good to see that. Roddy Lumsden, what we got to mention him for?
Roddy Lumsden won the tickets for the competition there for the Rangers tickets at the Lotto. The names are put in, and Roddy Lumsden
That was our first prize,
That was
Lotto,
our
wasn't it?
first prize, and Roddy won 2 tickets for the game on Wednesday.
Club deck.
Club deck, yep.
So there you go, guys. There's going to be prizes all the time, really good prizes. If it's no for Rangers, it'll be for 5 Star. Guys, before we go any further, I'm going to let you watch a wee video, and this video is from the Sons of Struth.
Yes.
We've got a wee promotion with them every week, basically. If you're not sure who the Sons of Struth are, watch the video and let us know the comments on it, guys. Alright, here's my new device. See if it works. Nah, Jim, you'll need to go for it. It's
Jim,
not
you'll
on.
need to do it. It's not working. That's it.
Hi, good evening, Craig Houston here. Welcome to the Sons of Struth weekly update on Gers TV. This week we start off with our under-14s team who got to try on their new Benfica-inspired away kit. This kit was given to us money given to us by Renfrew Glass and Glazing, which enabled us to buy this fantastic new kit, and we were very pleased to be allowed to put the Benfica badge on the back of it to show where we've had this new kit. Liam, one of our under-14 squad, is actually going out to Benfica for 2 weeks next month. He's going out invited by Curver as part of their international squad, who will be out there for 2 weeks living and playing and training just like a Benfica Academy squad. They'll even be taught Portuguese and do cultural visits when they're out there. So we'll be looking forward to that, and we're looking to make this an annual visit where we'll send under 14s each year from now on over to Benfica's fantastic academy. This Saturday we booked Penber Juniors Park all morning with the hope of putting on 2 games, because our under 14s and under 13s have struggled to get a game of football over the last month with the weather, so hopefully the great all-weather pitch up there will see both playing. The under 14s, they kick off the day at 9:30. They're trying to get through to the last day of the West Region Cup, and our under 13s are attempting to go 10 games, winning all 10 in the league, and they kick off at 11 o'clock. It'd be great if any of you want to come up and see the boys. Youth football really is an enjoyable sport to watch as a spectator. We recently ran a raffle to find a new sponsor for our coachwear, and we sold 30 raffle tickets. Thanks to everyone who took part, and well done to Cornick Construction, who will have their name on the chest of our new coaching gear, which will be out next month. Some of our older boys took part in the first session for fitness. We'll be doing this every Monday now, and they've done superb. Here's a short video showing you how they got on.
So how about that? Sons of Struth. Every week we promote these young boys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's just basically showing you how the boys play every week, and the basic promotions and things like that. And it's run by Craig Houston and loads of volunteers.
Good.
Went really well again. Guys, anybody's interested in the Sons of Struth, just a quick one, contact Craig, or Craig Houston's normally on the feed, or give us a wee shout and we'll get you sorted for him. We'll get a message sent over to him.
Guys, can you keep sharing our page for us, please, on the groups, or any friends that you've got, just share us. Thank you.
Aye, just keep liking and share. Guys, let us know where everybody is. I seen somebody from Leicester a minute ago. Jim's going to bring the page up a wee minute. Have we missed out anything there? 2 seconds, my head goes up and down.
I know, it goes that fast, it's hard to keep up, guys. Hey, where are we? Hi guys, how are you all? Colin Muir still have get the PR fixed at Ibrox, Shambles, Sim, off the stuff.
Aye, some of the stuff coming
out.
I've said about the PR for years. We should be on the ball with the PR.
Okay.
We definitely should be, because I think they see and this has got to sound paranoid a wee bit, because I do blame the players for nothing else, but what happened when we had the winter break, the media definitely tried to unstable our camp, and our players have took the bait, and whatever's happened, you can see they've took the bait with it, but again, that's down to our PR as well. Where else have we got here?
Roddy Lumsden, how are you all? Jim, that's a fix.
Somebody's getting his commentary on the football as well. There's a game on the night. I don't know who's playing. Was it Hearts and Hibs or something? I don't know. Somebody's playing.
We need back Stevie G a bit more. It sounds it's about the trust. It's not his fault. But swap the squad around and you'll see the difference, said William Fallow. Where are we? Good evening, Sandra. Hello, Donna Robertson. If we get the Europa League final this year, I would see this as a success for Stevie G.
But it's going to be hard. We're going to talk about it in a wee minute.
Hello for deepest, darkest Leicester, Kenneth Young, replying, he's married to the Rangers. Thanks, Sandra, for dropping them off. No problem, Roddy Lumsden, I was just glad you won them.
Yeah.
I took them over for him, Hi, Si, I used to go to your night suit in the wee Rangers club years ago. Nothing doing anymore?
I don't run as many events, but I still do them. I'm doing a night in a couple of weeks' time in Bellshill with Derek Johnson and the Crown Bar. When is that?
The March the 27th.
March the 27th. And then the Saturday, the 28th, I'm in Mull, doing the Mull Rangers Supporters Club for Big Colin Morrison, Boffey, a big pal of mine. And we're doing that, we've got Willie Henderson and Marvin Andrews, and I've got another Rangers legend. I'm just waiting them to confirm it this, and then we'll go live for that. So I'm in Mull, 28th, day and night, which is a wee bit far out for you. But I'm in Bellsall, and I'm doing Bellsall, I'm doing the Derek Johnston night. I'm going to be at the Brighton Loyalists Band Day as well on Saturday, doing a bit of DJing for them.
Day.
The cultural day, I'll be DJing for them. So I'm always out and about, always doing the gigs. If you're ever interested in any of my nights, give me a shout.
Right, Natalie Patterson, evening guys. Have you calmed down yet, Si? Start a fight in an empty Facebook chat?
No, Natalie's correct, right? No, it's just arguing. It was just, you get heated, you get passionate, and we were all debating stuff. And you know what? I was probably a wee bit in the ring, but I was half drunk. I was just so angry. Saturday, it's last week. But no, Natalie was talking to me afterwards about it. Aye, no, it's nothing. But basically, so what happened is we were all arguing and all that.
Basically, I cleared the chat.
No, I didn't. I left it. I didn't
That's what I mean.
No, I didn't leave it. I left it right up. Everybody's entitled to their
I don't
opinions.
mean you cleared the chat. I mean you cleared out the chat.
I didn't. I let it still running. People still commenting it. But the point was, I was a bit angry. But you know what? Sometimes you get passionate about Rangers and you say things and you get heated. It's just one of the things. You know what I mean? Guys, we've all been there and done it. I was raging with the performance, but Natalie's just had to take the. I can't say the words. I can't say the word because I've not got a pound in my pocket for the swear box. But aye, it was a bit, we're all passionate as it goes. But if I offended anybody, they offended me, don't worry about it. We'll live to fight another day, don't we?
That's it. Right, where are we? Replying to Monique, that's Alec Kelly. Speaking, going to take that away down for my gym, there's new messages on that.
So be reminder, if anybody's wanting the Broxy Bear, they can get a hold of Broxy Bear for any events.
That's it. And it's not as dear as you think, guys. If you want to hire Broxy Bear, just give us a wee message, or Fiona Douglas.
Yep, it's a quick question about the bonus bot and the lot are totally different prices, so what's the prices?
How much for the lotto? The lotto is £1 and it covers you for 3 shots.
Per week?
Well, it's 2 shots per week and 1 per month.
Aye, but it's £1 per week.
Aye, but it's £1. And the lotto, the bonus ball
Davey's done it for you.
£2, aye, £2 a bonus ball. There you are. Davey's wrote it in there. Thank you, Davey.
And there's obviously a winner. So Graham Roundtree's telling us him and Eileen's going to come in, Eiley Beller come to Glasgow this weekend with the people. I'm running a gig for them. I'm doing a wee tour of the West. I'm calling it a tour of the Western Isles, but apparently one of the islands
Where
is
are
the
you
Western
on the
Isles.
4th of April? It says that. Where are you on the 4th of April?
Who's asking?
Kenneth Young.
Don't know if he's just asking in general. I don't know. I'd need to check my diary. I don't think I'm
He
anywhere.
doesn't know where he is most days. April's a wee bit far off from.
I've got loads of events. I'm in Blackpool in 3 weeks' time.
Yes.
DJ.
In fact, I've got
doing a gig. I've got loads
nothing
in
for
coming up.
April for him, so I don't know where he is.
Fiona
No,
Douglas
there's
lives at
nothing
Broxy Bear. She's just commented there. Send her a message if you want Broxy at any of your events.
You shouldn't drink on an empty heat, Si Leslie.
It's just one of the things. We'll get drunk, mate.
That's it.
When it comes to Rangers and all that stuff. But I'll catch up with the boys for Isla. Weekend we'll get a drink.
Say there's 127 comments on your thing on Saturday night on your chat.
So basically we're agreeing with me, some are disagreeing. Everybody's entitled to that.
If Sandra
We're in
Demo
North
here as well on
I don't
one.
know, mate. We're in North Houston in April. As David has said to me, my tour of the Western Isles isn't there. I think they're not all Western Isles. Some of the places we're going to, Mull isn't in the Western Isles, but it's kind of for me. But other one is not in the Western Isles. But we're going to North Houston. I'm going to Isla of Isla. I'm going to North Houston and I'm going to Mull. And there's more events getting lined up all the time for that. Ginger Abramovich here, good pal of mine, that's a big boy for Belfast. Messi just disappeared the other day. So there's no player bigger than the club, I agree with that. Even Morelos, moving.
I know.
Even Morelos has let us down numerous times, correct. He has to realise he's one of the biggest, he's at one of the biggest clubs in the world. He's got to stop behaving like a teenager or ship him out. Gerard must stay. I
think that would come if
I agree if it comes. I think it's actually very close. And I hope that isn't the case. But if Gerard doesn't if Morelos doesn't start acting the way he should be under the club rules, because it's the same rules for everybody, then I agree he's not. Well, put it this way: if Rangers get a bid for him and the way he's behaving, then he will.
He'll be off.
He'll be off.
You maybe side there is no player bigger. You read that one, didn't you? Yes.
Aye.
You need to come to Northern Ireland, said Joel Jackson.
Northern Ireland. I've done quite a few Well, I'm in Northern Ireland a lot. I really just go out there and go and get drunk, to be honest. Coleraine for the 12th of July, Port Rush for the 13th. But not to confuse anybody, every year the 12th of July, this year's the 13th of July.
I know.
Port Rush is the 14th of July because that's the 13th normally, but a Sunday is the
Quite
12th.
confusing, guys.
And then the Saturday before that we're going to Liverpool. Right, so we're going to
That's right,
Liverpool,
Liverpool.
we're going to Liverpool for the 10th for the 11th of July. Sunday's the 12th of July, nothing's happening, we're travelling to Belfast, we're going to spend a day in Belfast. I'm going to go to that place that does the Ulster Fry, the one in is it East Belfast?
Hotel?
No.
It's
It does it, it's the biggest Ulster Fry in the world.
big fry.
For nothing.
And if you
Ah,
can
you
eat
can
it,
eat it, you can get it for, you don't need to pay for
if
it.
Warren gets me the details, I'm going to film it and
That's
see if I
right.
can eat this whole thing, because I'm going to diet by then. I'm on a diet now. I might have lost the weight. So we'll be in Belfast for the day, and then I'll be in Coleraine, and then Rush, and then back to Scotland. That'll be me fat again. That'll be me, aye. That's just the 12th of July week, that week. But what's the messages? What?
Where are we? Rangers are already doing us proud in Europe and can't wait for the games against Germans. Hopefully the same result as before or better, said David Ainsworth. He's a shout out, lol. Need the man strong.
Aye, so Buffy's early now. Buffy's going to call, I think, later on as well. Mull's in the Western Isles. One of the places I'm going to might be Isla. It's not the Western Isles, I think. And somebody told me when I was having a wee drink one night, your tour of the Western Isles is going further, but Inner Isles, there you go. But
Hearts are beating him
2-0, Alec Kelly said.
I'm all looking about Rangers.
The Inner Isles is Scotland.
The Inner Isles, aye, I think the Western Isles is only certain ones, but it sounded good when I was telling the story. We're going to tour of the Western Isles and going to drink all our whiskey.
Could you keep sharing, Guy, please?
Aye.
Keep sharing my page.
Like, share, subscribe, get the numbers right up. So we're going to talk about the drawing of Europe in a minute, but this guy's going to phone in a minute.
Yes, we're going to speak to Stephen Renwick about Jake's Den.
It's a great charity, so this guy's going to tell some information on it. The charity what they're doing. Chelsea's winning 2-0.
Yeah.
They beat Liverpool 2-0. I don't know.
Stephen Renwick, him and his wife are going doing a kilt walk in aid of Jake's Den, but he's going to give us a wee phone and tell us
exactly what's happening.
exactly about the charity and what it's for.
Find out. Somebody can let us know. Somebody can let us know about that wee restaurant that's in Belfast. Ginger Abramovich. Mike Bill will probably know. It's a restaurant that does. They'll eat all you can Ulster Fry.
That's right.
And if you can eat the whole thing, you get it
Get
for
it
nothing.
free.
They'll get a fiver off in it. It's something like that. But it's
No,
maybe
you get
this
it
massive
free
one.
if
So I
you-
fancy trying this out and see if I can survive it. Having a heart attack on the 12th of July. You're going to die, that's the way to go on it. Heart attack in Belfast the 12th of July. It's no all bad.
West Ham friendly in the summer.
Aye, we spoke about it last week, but don't know if that's a fact or if it's rumour. But it's a rumour with loads and loads of substance to it, because the West Ham website that gets all the details usually get all the information on West Ham are convinced it's happening. And who's not going to go to that? Let's be honest, that's going to be absolutely massive.
No.
Aye,
Alright,
that's all right,
okay.
aye. So guys, aye, that's all right.
goals is a
We'll get it
peach.
later. Aye.
Watch what is it? How do you pronounce that? Leverkusen
Aye,
at the
Leverkusen
weekend. Drew 1-1 away.
to Leipzig.
Aye, at the top, excellent team, solid defence, very quick in attack. 500 million they spent on their squad up against it.
Aye, the only advantage, right, and it might not be a big advantage, but I think it will be for us, our biggest weapon is Ibrox. I was in Leverkusen the last time we played them. We went with the Kinnan Park Loyal, and we went to Duisburg and stayed there for the weekend, for the few days. Barry Ferguson, after I'm sure it was the manager Christopher Dom that was their manager, or something like that, at the end of the game said Barry Ferguson was worth 25 million, just on that performance alone. We beat them 2-1 there, I'm sure. There was Rangers supporters, for all the German Rangers fans were there, it was great. So they've not got a massive stadium, and Ibrox is electric on European nights, and that might be the big one for us, as a lot of teams come and they get phased, like Porto, Braga, definitely go it. So the atmosphere at Ibrox is definitely a big one for us. However, let's not deny it, they're a massive team. They're a big team, and they're a good quality team, £500 million spent on them.
Sandra Gemmell, remember the wee Haji start?
Aye, Joe Jackson said to me, I know the
aye.
I know the parade's no in Coleraine, I go actually usually for a couple of years I go to Limavady Rangers on the 11th night, which is the 12th night. This is confusing again, but we usually go to Limavady Rangers and watch the big band parade. It's a mixture of all the different bands. But the parade's in Limavady, but I'll be staying in Coleraine. That's what's been in there, and I'll be parading with the Coleraine lodges.
That's the thing that Natalie's talking about. He was actually born on that day.
Aye.
Actually, he was born on the 22nd October 1998, and that's the last.
Which makes me feel old because I was about 18, and I was probably older than that. I was about 22.
And she said there's something written in the stars for Haji there.
Aye. That was
There's definitely something in that. See, when I read that and I went and checked it, and I went, I don't know if that's true, but it is true. I checked it.
It was a great trip. I remember we were outside the ground right in the morning of the game, and this woman shouts us over right because there's only one bar, and our man basically, our man had a massive heart attack, and he made his own beers, so the whole place was full of beers in his garage, and the guy went, "Well, you Scotsmen drink my beer. I'm not allowed to drink it anymore." There was four of us. Me, Scott, Davey the Jakey, I can't remember who the fourth person was, and basically him and the wife went, it was such an honour if you could drink all our beer. Are you kidding?
You're like, no problem.
Hundreds of it, because there's hardly any bars in Leverkusen at the time. Something else, honestly, but it's only a wee town, it's not a great place. I would advise the bears that are travelling to that to stay outside. Leverkusen, I wouldn't stay in it. Cologne's probably the nearest big city to it, but the last time, as I said, Kinnan Park Loyal, we went to Duisburg, which was great. We found a wee Scottish bar in Duisburg, and the first time came in, a big German guy that didn't even know we were in, just walked in. He had all the badges on, and he put the CD on, and the CD was not that Andy Cameron. Rangers. Aye, big German guy's gone nuts, and the guy from Burnley was the barman. 5 years Rangers fans, 6s maybe. And then another couple of guys for the bus came in, and a lassie and our guy basically invited us to stay in their house tonight because we didn't have a hotel. We were going to stay in there was no hotels because there was a massive convention on Bayer. See the term Bayer on a label down the way in a line on all your medicine. It's a medical convention. It's a medical product, and it's the biggest in the world. So there's a convention on, and everywhere was fully booked. So we basically had to sleep on the streets, and because in the days didn't have internet, and then this couple said to us, "No, come and stay with us." And just as soon as I'll never forget it. Jim, you need to see us one night. My brother Scott's sitting on the couch, right? I think I've told the story before about the wee boys, right? So there's a wee tradition in Germany where you buy this drink and it's got a football in it. And my brother Scott shouts, if Scott's watching he'll be laughing, Scott's the most miserable guy in the world, right? So Scott shouts to all the Germans, how do we play this? How do we play this game, right? And the guy behind the bar, the English boy from Burnley says, basically because you see how you played it, you're suggesting no play. So everybody in the bar gets a shot and they open the ball up, and whoever's got the lowest goal pays for the drink. So Scott's like that, right? I'm into that, right? Shouts them all up, we've got all the party tunes on, oh yeah, the people know that, we're all going nuts, getting bevied. And the next thing you know, Scott opens the first one up and Scott's goal scores 0. So everybody else is opening theirs up quickly, 1-4 and all that. Scott's got to buy everybody around, right? So anyway, we're a wee bit drunk because the Germans that were in the pub were celebrating an 18th party, and the girl comes up to us and she says to me, do you want to stay the night our bit? So we're like, this big stunning German woman wants to put us up with a boyfriend. We've nowhere to stay, this is great. And Scott leans there, when she comes there to speak to Scott, and Scott's saying, but we can stay the night? And she went, yes, stay at my bit. And Scott says, bleh. And he's vomited for about 5 minutes, so all the flare, the lass's knees, her feet and everything. And the woman still put us up. She still put us up. So there's my first call.
Go and answer that, Jim.
I'll get it.
Thanking you. There's that.
I'll get it.
Hello there.
Got it. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Stephen.
Evening, Sandra. Hope you're well.
I'm well.
You doing all right in the water?
Oh, good. I know the water. I'm just trying to listen to that weight. I was getting too fat there. I couldn't fit any suits or anything. The 12th of July's coming up. I need to start fitting in again. How's things, my friend? All right?
I'm very good. Thanks so much for taking the call tonight and obviously sharing our personal journey as a family, but obviously the charity journey as well.
Yeah.
You want to tell us a wee bit about Jake's Den?
So, a couple of years ago, I actually started for a new company in retail, and we were asked to support a local charity. So, a company in Livingston, so we reached out and we spoke to Jack Den, which was an easy option because why the charity was built on, eh? So obviously Jack, he wanted to have a legacy of having a place for families and children to go that were obviously struggling with cancer.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, I helped charity every year I do something different, change it up a bit, try and help them with toys, whatever, because that's my job. I work in retail, I sell
Right.
toys, so it's in the auction to do it. But this year, me and my wife have decided to do the kilt walks. Not just one, but two, because my wife's a bit crazy, if I'm being honest. She wants to sign up two. I'm not the fittest, but we'll do it. So we're doing both kilt walks. But before I go into that, the reason I'm doing it because this year's more special because 7 months we've been out of the house as a family. Me and my wife, my two kids. My next door neighbour burnt my house down. Well, she burnt the house down basically, and we had to move out because our house was unlivable and everything was written off basically to a certain degree. So we're trying to rebuild the house. Hopefully this month we'll be back in the house. At the end of the month, touch wood. But the charity, when you give to a charity, you don't expect to get something back from a charity.
Yep.
And they reached out and said to us, listen, there you go. So when we moved into a temporary accommodation, straight away they were there. They were one of the first people to say, we'll support you.
They helped you when you need it.
And-
Yep.
Aye. And do you know what? Not that we needed it, but do you know what? That was amazing. You give to something every month or you help someone every year and a charity's willing to do that for you. That's for me, I will always support them. I'll run through walls to help them because that's it. And do you know what?
So what's the update on the news? So what's your event you're going to do?
We're going to do 2 kilt walks. We're going to do the kilt walk on Glasgow and Edinburgh this year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll set up a fundraising page. We've got a target. We set a target of £200. We smashed it. We've got £250 already. We're now at £500.
Yep.
So if we hit the £500, we'll offer it again. Not that we're greedy, but you know what? If whatever we raise, the foundation will help us and they'll match it by 50%. So whatever we raise, they'll add an extra 50% on.
Aye, I seen that. You sent us a message. So
So you and your wife are both Rangers fans?
We are indeed. We used to sit in the Broomloan front, BF3, loyal. That was us.
That was your section,
aye.
BF3.
And your Jack was a Rangers fan too?
He was a Rangers man. So when you walk in now, there's a picture with the Rangers glove signed as you walk into the den. So it's amazing. But you know what? Regardless of what team you support, what colour you support,
Of course. Yep.
it has no colours. Cancer has no colours. So we need to fight it. But do you know what? I'd love for you guys to share, plug it away. Do you know what? The minimum donation is £1. See if somebody donates £1, we get £150. That's amazing.
And it takes you that wee bit higher up for your charity fundraising. So
Well, Stephen, we'll put the link on the feed. I think I've sent Davey the link and he's going to put it on the feed for you. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Listen, by the way, I've sent you guys a link. It's amazing. And do you know what? I'll even go one further. I know everyone's hot topic now, but I've got a couple of pictures signed by Alfredo.
Yep.
And what I'll do is I'll send you guys a wee private message with a picture of the night, and you can uplink that to that. And see you next week. See if you want to pick someone. Just pick someone at random.
Very good.
I will gladly send you a picture of Alfredo.
That's good. Thank you very much, Stephen, for that.
Hand signed. I met him at the Livingston game. I got a lot of stuff signed by the players. Just to raise a wee bit extra for us, but I'll send you guys one tomorrow. And you can give that to someone that would appreciate it.
Right, thank you, Stephen. That's very nice
that's
of you.
fantastic. What I'll do is I've got a guy. I'll actually just when I remember, I've got a pal of mine contacted me last week, and he's been trying to get something for. He's got
Leukemia.
He's got
That's
leukemia,
right.
and he's struggling to get some fundraising for his own wee
So that
charity
would
he's doing.
do that,
So he watches the show. I'm not wanting to name him now because I don't know if he's public or anything. But he's asked me if I could get him a wee gift that he could maybe use for his fundraising. So we'll use that for him if that's all right.
Absolutely fine. Listen, do you know what? Whatever helps, and we're getting the message out there. Do you know what? That every penny counts. Do you know what? As much as it seems daft, but do you know what? Whatever we raise, they're going to match the 50%. So
That's brilliant.
Aye, good.
As you know, we do a charity every year. It's for the Glasgow sick kids, and see when you get in, there's kids, every kind of kids
It's
you can
sad,
imagine.
yep, I know.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking when you see what kids suffering, and anything anybody can do to help, you've got to admire it. So what you're doing is fantastic. It's a great cause. So we're going to put the link on the page. The link's just appeared on the page, guys. If anybody wants to put £1 in, it'd be fantastic.
Yep, anything at all, guys. Help out here.
And
listen, thank you so much, guys.
And give us a wee call after it.
Good night.
Aye, give us a wee
You
call
too.
when you've done the kilt walk.
Once you've done it, give us a wee call, Stephen. We'll talk to you again once you've done the kilt walk.
Absolutely. Do you know what? We've got 26th April, so we'll walk Glasgow, and then the 13th of September we'll walk Edinburgh. So, do you know what? We'll keep going, we'll keep fighting, and we've got loads of stuff to raffle off. And do you know what? I've asked Rangers, I've contacted Rangers today, so hopefully they get back to me tomorrow to give me something extra to raffle off
Good.
as well.
Very good.
And keep going with it. So,
And just put all the links on the page. See if you put any links on the Gers TV, and if people can share it for you and just get that out there.
That's that.
that's it. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for taking the call tonight.
Welcome,
And,
you. Take care,
watching.
Stephen.
Brilliant. Thank you
Take
very much
care.
for calling.
Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
You can
Very
answer.
good. Yep, that's
Tell me, get up,
Jack's Den. That's for the.
Sorry, can you get
It's
up?
for Jack's Den.
Sorry.
It's for the cancer.
Aye.
So there's a link on the feed, guys,
It's
if you want
kids'
to
cancer,
donate.
innit?
Kids cancer, aye. Anybody that wants to donate, the link's on the feed now. Even £1 doesn't matter, because I've got somebody that's going to. Some other charities giving them double.
50%.
Aye, 50% of what's on it.
Aye.
Yep, 150.
And it's one of these things, as I said, right? It's as horrible as with these subjects. It's something you need to chat about because it affects every kind of family or people all over the world. It's horrific. And if you could put, as I said, when we do the stuff that we do for the sick kids and what they're doing, see if you can make a kid smile. That's in that
Definitely,
scenario, it's a massive,
definitely.
massive thing. Guys, I'm just going to play a wee video now, right? This video is OSA, the Oceanic Rangers Supporters Association, and they have the big, I can't say it's a tongue twister. Basically they have the convention every year and they had it in the Melbourne City. Who's the committee you've got?
The committee is John Simon's the president, Derek Warrington's the secretary, Scott Glenn Malloch,
Yep.
Dennis Beck in Glasgow, and David Finlay.
Aye, so Dennis is for the Kinner Park, he's Kinner Park Loyal, but he's representing Matt. No. So guys, going to show you a wee video, some Rangers legends here chatting away about the greatest club in the world.
They just... Arthur had a great career before coming to Rangers, and one of his clubs that he played most of his games was PSV. And I'm just going to ask, anybody in the room remember the game in 1978 when Rangers drew 0-0 the first game? And then we won 3-2, Bobby Russell scored in the last few minutes. That was the first game that PSV had to beat in Europe. Who was at the game? Who was in the back page of the Daily Record climbing the fence? Me. I was a young 17-year-old boy, but that was one of the great nights in European football. It was an amazing achievement for Rangers at the time, and I know they beat them 4-1 later, but obviously Arthur wanted to play. Now he's got his shits because he's getting tired. Right, Arthur, it's you. On you go. I've been told you're going to take over here. Now, Arthur, obviously your time at Rangers, you were a bit... Kenny Miller says you were very entertaining to have in a team. But your favourite time at Ibrox, you came... I was talking to Michael earlier, and when Michael came from Holland to Rangers, he knew about Rangers, he knew about Celtic, but he didn't know how actually big the clubs were and how special they were. And I think, as Craig said and Stuart said, how many special people at the club. But how did you find it when you came to the club for the first time?
Now, before I start, on behalf of all the players, we would like to thank the committee for inviting us to look after us. Absolutely fantastic to be here. So, on behalf of everyone, everything well organized, looked after us. So, fantastic opportunity. To give an answer on your question, it's already a big surprise, especially for us, for the guys from Holland and Germany. To be here in Holland and in Germany, this is mission impossible. If you say, hey, Arthur, you used to play for PSV Eindhoven, come over to Australia for a Q&A, and we say, get the fuck you out of here. Yeah, you played football, so why should we invite you to Melbourne or whatever then? But it says enough that so many people turn up. Actually, it's like a family. It's like and that makes it so special. When I signed for Rangers in '98, I didn't know what to expect because I didn't know a lot about the history and also the fact, sometimes we got to highlight some television for Rangers and Celtic. So I signed for Rangers, and it was in the summer of '98. It was just after the World Cup. So also your question, I fucking was involved in 2 World Cups as well. So in '98, after the World Cup, I arrived in Scotland. The team, they prepared already for 4 or 5 weeks because I had a wee break after the World Cup, and so I came later. So eventually, I arrived in Scotland. Went straight to the dressing room and I had to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Arthur. Hello, I'm George Alberts. Hello, I'm Craig Moore. Hello, Harry Ferguson. Then all of a sudden, hey Arthur, I don't make the I said, who? I'm Ian Ferguson. Okay, hi Ian. So I thought, oh, this is the Glaswegian accent. Okay. So I said, Arthur, good to see you. I said, by the way, how did you come from Amsterdam to Glasgow? I said, what? Yeah, how did you come from Amsterdam to Glasgow? Yeah, I said, by plane. And he was standing in front of me, my first introduction. And all of a sudden, he dropped his shorts, and he said, well, the next time, he said, you can fucking use my helicopter. So, I wasn't even 5 minutes in the dressing room, and I was standing like, what the heck is happening? All these guys were pissing themselves, and he was fucking standing there with the helicopter. So I said, okay, thank you very much. And they were all laughing, and I think, oh, what's going on here? But honest, Ian Ferguson, it was great to have him in the dressing room because what George said earlier on, we had a lot of foreigners from Chile, from Germany, from Holland, from Denmark. I think we had 12 different nationalities. But he was fantastic to have in the dressing room. And I still remember one of the first games was the Old Firm. So we jumped on a bus from Ibrox and Fergie was sitting in front of me. As you can imagine, it was like raining, it was cold, it was cloudy, it was freezing. And all of a sudden, Fergie was sitting in front of me in the bus like this. And I was sitting next to Van Bronckhorst. I said, fucking the sun is not shining, and he's holding his hand in front of his face. So I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, Fergie, what are you doing? The sun is not shining. Shut up, you Dutchman. He said, but why are you? I said, it brings bad luck. He said, I don't want to see a magpie. So I said, a magpie? And he started to say, 1 is for sorrow, 2 is for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. And I looked at Gio and I think, what the fuck is this all about, by the way? He said, I've got someone to see. But he said, if I see 1 magpie, it brings bad luck. So he said, before we fucking arrive there, he said, I don't want to see a magpie. So I thought, fuck it, doesn't matter anyway. So eventually, so we drove to Parkhead, and we had actually our kidman, Jimmy Bell. Jimmy, an absolute legend, fantastic. He was the kidman, the bus driver, he was fantastic in the dressing room. What a fucking great guy he was. And then all of a sudden, we came closer to Parkhead, and then all of a sudden, I got a fright because he put the volume on, and then all of a sudden it was like, you're simply the best. Okay, so, but he did it on purpose because by the time we arrived at Parkhead, you could see already hundreds of Celtic supporters there. So the door went open, they were like, woo. So it was my first experience, and I think, what's happening here, by the way? So I grabbed my bag, out of the bus. Hey, what you mean, you fucking bastard? You fucking Irish bastard. So I stopped and I said, you've done your homework, by the way, because I'm from Holland. I said, we wear orange, and I said, your future is bright, your future is orange. So eventually, I walked to the dressing room, and I said, hold on, by the way, I said, you're lucky. He said, because today, King Arthur arrives with the bus. Normally King Arthur arrives with a fucking white horse. But talking about Fergie, I don't want to talk about the game because we lost 5-1, but we were still 8 points ahead. But what I remember, Fergie was on the bench. And I was actually looking, it was in the 80th minute, and he came on as a sub, and I've never seen anything like this in my whole life. He was there by the touchline, like, what the fuck? And I think, what is that? He looked like a fucking bull, you know? Like, and honestly, he came on the park, and his only intention was to kick as many fucking Celtic players as possible. Within 2 minutes, he picked up a yellow card, and I think, oh, this guy's going to be sent up within 3 minutes. But so eventually, we lost the game 5-1. We went back to the dressing room. We were all quiet. Dick Advocaat, and then Fergie, he stormed into the dressing room, and I've never seen that before in my life. He stormed into the dressing room. Van Bronckhorst, you're a young promising player. Terrible today. Newman, you're just back from the World Cup. That means fuck all when you play against them. And I was sitting like, oh. And I have to admit, that was the best lesson I've learned today, because Ian was like Rangers through and through, an absolute winner, and I learned a lot from him, and it was great to have him in the dressing room, by the way.
I did get told, once the game with Michael wouldn't get it back, I was asked to ask you, how's your father doing at Feyenoord?
Was die van George Albert, the bastard. German prick. But when he asked me about it, it's about Dick Advocaat. Because I know Dick already when I was 17, 18 years old. I made my debut as a professional player. He was also the coach for the national team. I made my debut under Advocaat as well. He was my coach at PSV Eindhoven. And then he asked me actually to join him at Glasgow Rangers. And yeah, he's always been there like a coach for 20 years. And I think, to be honest, he's done a really good job. Actually, when he took over in 98. And I can admit, the football we played was absolutely brilliant. We could compete also in the Champions League with the big teams like Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, Monaco. And if I think about it now, I think, oh, the atmosphere at Ibrox was absolutely fantastic. And Dick was also one of the reasons that players like Mikey Mols, like Van Bronckhorst, myself, Kanchelskis, Rodney Wallace, that they signed for Glasgow Rangers. And if I think back about it, I think it's unbelievable. I've played for 5 years, and the best years of my life, best years in my career, and the reason why they signed for Rangers, Dick Advocaat.
The band's going to come on very soon, but I've heard wee rumours that you're a bit of a singer, and I think these guys are all ready to join in something. So I think, do we want to start one we all join in?
I just started, you're simply the best, because now I know that Mikey Mols is going to record it. I don't even have to look, because then he's going to put it on Facebook. See, bastard, whatever. No, but also what I actually want to explain, before you actually come to Scotland, you don't know anything about the history, you don't know anything about the culture. And I remember actually my first flight from Amsterdam to Edinburgh. I got picked up by someone from Rangers, and he was like a gentleman. So we drove from Edinburgh all the way to Glasgow, because I had to sign a contract. And he was a gentleman, he was fantastic, he knew a lot about my career, and he told me about Glasgow Rangers. So it was fantastic to have him there in the car, and he helped me a little bit by telling about the club, the history. So eventually I walked into the stadium, Ibrox, and I had to sign a contract. And then all of a sudden I approached him and I said, oh, and by the way, I said, the gentleman there who picked me up, he said he was hired by the club. And I said, there's a gentleman. He said, what do you mean he was hired by the club? He said, yeah, the guy over there. I said, you don't know who it is? I said, no. He said, that was fucking Joe Craig. So you can imagine how embarrassing it is that you come from abroad and John Craig, the legend, he picked me up, and I thought he was hired by the club. So I actually went to John and I apologized, and he said, son, don't worry. He said, if you go out in the main entrance, go to the left and you see a big statue, and then you realize who I am. I said, okay, thank you very much. Sorry. But honestly, it's always like, yeah, a party when we go somewhere and do some Q&As, the people that are turning up, and then you realize actually what it means to be part of the club. And then what I said earlier on, it is one big family, and it's fantastic when you think about it, the history, the memories we had, winning trophies, winning prizes, and And thank you for turning up and listening to my nonsense. And 3 on the set, there is my heart. Love to see the lassies with the blue skirts on. But I don't have to tell you that the best of all, we love to see the Rangers score. Hey-oh, hey-oh, man. Oh, we love to see the man. We love to see the lassies with the blue skirts on. We love to hear the boys go.
How about that? Arthur Newman at his best. That's awesome. It was the Melbourne City Rangers Supporters Club held that. Guys, what's your comments on that? Fantastic. Rangers legends talking about Rangers, singing about Rangers, stories about Rangers, at the other end of the world. A wee message I got just during the video here, guys, right, regarding that. I'm going to do an interview with the guys next week for the Melbourne City Supporters Club regarding it, but Derek Warrington just gave me a message just to let you all know Orsa was a huge success. 350 bears and bearettes in the gala dinner. Everyone had a great night. I'll be coming to Adelaide next year. So we're going to be able to chat about that maybe a couple of months' time.
Yep.
It'd be good to get a Gers TV or an Adelaide.
That video's going to be put on the feed, guys, after the show.
Guys, so you should get to watch that again and like and share it as well as that, guys. Let's get the numbers
like
back
and share
up.
our page, guys. Get us out there, please.
Like, share, subscribe.
It doesn't need to be Rangers pages, guys. Just share it to all your groups, all your friends. Put our page back up.
Get the numbers up there, 'cause a lot of people don't like watching the videos and all
videos,
that.
so
We
the
got that
technical
sent
way.
for, we got it sent for Orsa, and I think it's important. If Rangers supporters are still so passionate about the club or the world, that they're doing events like that we promote them in every way. And I watched the video, and I didn't think it'd be great, but it was brilliant, man. It's really addictive watching Big Arthur Newman as Rangers through and through.
If you have not seen it yet, guys, so you're one up me.
Aye, they're not talking about it. There you go, look. About the
You
comments.
was a great
He's wanting to
speaker.
read these ones out.
Yep. True Gers said Fiona Douglas, superb video, enjoyed that. Sasha, great ex-players. Newman's a great speaker, seen him. Tees?
Tees, I don't know what that is,
I
aye.
don't know what that is. Absolutely brilliant, loved it. Roddy Fraser, excellent, great ex-players. Superb.
Loved it.
Right,
Everybody,
loved it.
they all came in a wee bit.
Grant.
All the messages stopped for a second there, and 100 just came in.
I know.
That's the other side of the world, Melbourne. The convention next year is in Adelaide. Now, I don't know much about Australia. I don't know which part of Australia it is, but it'll be warm in Glasgow, I'd imagine, anyway. And it's getting bigger. That convention's relatively new. A lot of Scottish people are going there for it now, and it'd be great. So we'll try and get a Gers TV here for next year for that.
Good.
And it was a 3 or 4 day convention, and some of the boys said to me it was outstanding. What a lineup they had.
I know.
Big Alberts, Arthur Newman,
Aye,
Alberts,
aye.
Moles. I think was Ian Ferguson there as well.
Yes.
Craig Moore. Fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, bears the other, know what I mean?
Aye, and they're all good pals, all, every one of them. Aye, though. It was a great team, a team that trying to get up, wins together. So guys, let us know if anybody was there. The Australian guys, a few of them have text me, sorry, and they're telling me right now it's 10:30 and they're all working. So that's why they can't call right now, but next week's a bank holiday. Next week's a bank holiday, and what we're going to do is we're going to get the 4 or 5 of them are going to try and phone us and do a weekend interview that I can put on the show. So that'll be the Melbourne City Committee. We'll be doing that, alright guys?
Hey, David Brown, I moved to Brisbane for 2 years, came back last year. Brisbane RSC showed all the games every week between 12 and 3. Brilliant how big we are worldwide.
Fantastic.
Definitely, guys.
Aye.
Big Bold Fergie's helicopter.
It was a great story. It was all about Ian Ferguson giving him a shuriken and all that. But I'll let you actually, I've not want to tell the story now because the story basically was Ian
I know, because I've not seen it.
Helicopters, you're watching the video and you'll get it. But it's really, really funny. But anyway, if anybody was at the convention, let us know, guys. But it looked like it was fantastic.
We need an Ian Ferguson right
Barry
now.
Ferguson and
Aye, we need a Barry Ferguson.
Guys, a
in
few
there.
people have commented, right, that Billy Gilmore that played with Rangers, the
Man of
Rangers
the
youth team.
match.
He was man of the match tonight against Liverpool. What an accolade for the young boy. The boy's a Rangers supporter. It's heartbreaking that he had to leave the club and go down to Chelsea, but I've met the wee guy twice and he's a lovely wee boy. But what a talent he's got, Robbie Ferguson. If Robbie's watching tonight, Robbie will probably comment how good he was. That boy will go to the top.
Find out he's got a sell on to him.
Aye, and Robbie were discussing during the video there, if you're watching Robbie, Jim reckons that there might be a contract that if Chelsea sell him that we get some more money for Billy Gilmore, so I'm not sure if that was part of the deal, but it was a big deal for the wee boy.
He was only 16.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Aye, he's literally a wee boy going to Premiership, but aye.
Yeah, Fiona Douglas says Ian Ferguson, I used to stand outside the alley bar on a Sunday just to see him.
That's right. He used to go in the alley bar, that's right, every Sunday.
Regular, man.
Aye. He didn't drink then, he was in the alley bar but he didn't drink.
Right, let's get behind Gerrard and the team tomorrow. Agree with that, guys? We need to get
Aye.
behind him.
Big game tomorrow night, Rangers versus Hamilton. We've just got to go and fight for the points again. Get the standard of play back up, right? Aye, that'll be there.
You going?
No, I can't go tomorrow. I can't go tomorrow, but...
A big night for Rangers. We need to get back on track. So, any other subjects we've got here?
what have we got? Right, the lotto, we need to keep pushing the lotto because we need to, if you want to join the Rangers lotto, go and do it through the Gers TV, guys, because we have competitions and you can only win through being a member of the Gers TV lotto.
Yeah, and that's going to get our lotto, that's going to get our agency bigger, it's going to get the Rangers lotto bigger, and it's going to give people chances to win prizes.
This month's prize is the 2 tickets for the Dick Advocate and guest. I can't tell you who the guests are because they're not confirmed yet and we're not allowed to say.
Yep.
They're at Doubletree Hilton in Glasgow, and it's 2 VIP tickets for a 2-course dinner on Friday the 5th of June, and they're £65 a ticket and you're getting 2 tickets, guys.
And the VIP, and that's ran with 5-star
Yep.
promotions.
Yep.
We're going to be doing a lot of work with us and getting us lots. They're basically, we'll be getting loads of prizes for them. We've done a wee deal with them.
Yeah.
And as well as that, we'll be attending their events and stuff like that. But if you're interested in Rangers dinners, they're going to be hosting loads of them. They were telling us about some other players they've got in their books, but they've got most of the
There's
legends.
a lot coming up for them.
Aye, loads of legends on the books. Right, hold on a minute.
What have we got?
I need to show this off.
Yeah.
I just seen him getting man of the match, said Margaret Grant.
I can't be getting more and more. Because he's been for Chelsea first team now, I'm going to
Aye, if he's playing in the Chelsea first team, then they're not going to loan the young boy out. That's just the way it is. Right, whiskey of the month.
Whiskey of the month. Wait, you see this, guys.
Right, Ronald Williamson sent me this, right? He's sent a few bottles now for Carlisle. He's Scottish, but he stays in Carlisle. Big viewer of the show, and I've got to say before we start here, right, because I do love the whiskies, that this is, see the whiskey of the month, it's the biggest talking point everybody talks about every week, and they laugh about it, and the whiskies that we've got have been outstanding. Some of the whiskies have been top class. But this one's a belter. So the whiskey of the month, this is the total change of plan with this one, right? So look at this first of all. I've got to show this off. Right, I don't know how well you can see that, right? So that's the wee presentation box, right? So it's not just one whiskey. Right, just double check. I thought I hit the button there.
No, you're
Nearly
not
hit the
right.
button, right? This is so I can put my reviews in it, right?
Oh, you right doing what you think?
I think so, or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Aye, I think so. Let's get a wee thing. Look at this. Right, come on, look at this, guys. How good is that, right? So what have we got, right? Now, somebody mentioned a wee minute ago, I meant to comment, well, we're doing a wee chat there about a charity for kids' cancer, and somebody made the comment you should be talking about Rangers. A wee bit of respect, guys, when people are talking about charity stuff. Whiskey of the month, right, what we've got here, we've got one for Tokyo, 3 for Scotland, a couple for Northern Ireland, we've got...
What are you going for the night?
I'm going to go for the Japanese one, right?
Joel Jackson said I'll send you a bottle next week.
Brilliant, that'd be much appreciated. So this wee one's called Pederin Legend Whiskey. I don't know if this is Tokyo, this one.
Taste it and see if it
We'll soon
tastes
find
Tokyo.
out. I don't know how it would taste like. It's a sacrilege drink this because, do you know what, they're wee crackers, the wee bottles and all that, right?
Smart, really. The wee test tubes, isn't it?
Aye, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
35 mil.
12 bottles in them, right? I'll need to fill them up with tea after. But what a gift, I've got to say, fantastic. Everybody that sends a whiskey in, we do appreciate it. We've got a wee picture of it later on, I think I'll put it on.
Gadget John says Tora whiskey.
Guys, toast, it's a loyal toast. Her Majesty the Queen.
The Queen.
God save the Queen. Let's try this, baby.
I'm 25 now, it is, isn't it? A whiskey.
Enough for him, he's supposed to be teetotal.
60 a Joe.
It's lovely.
Was it nice?
Aye. We kicked it. That was really, really nice. That one, I'll need to get a wee 5.
It's a 60 a Joe. That's what it is.
Aye, it's samples.
A 60 a Joe. It's not a quarter Joe. Even a 50 a Joe.
It's samples, that's what it is. That was lovely, guys. So that's the whisky of the month. For this month, it's going to be a different whisky every week. And a couple extras. More or less. I was tanning that Scapa. I see the Scapa last week. I was tanning that through the week. That's how I was doing the rant on the rant about Gerrard. And
Tony
finding
Williams says you'll be made most welcome if you decide to come to Adelaide in 2021. The lads in Melbourne City, Loyal, put on a great convention and can be very proud of what they've done. John Brown Loyal RSC will be hosting in 2021.
Aye, we're going to get details. If we can get anybody, a few people message me about that. If you send us details after the show, we'll definitely look into maybe getting involved in that at some level. Fantastic. Oh, Milk enjoyed that, I'll tell you. But the whisky of the month is fantastic. People send them in and I drink them. I know it's that simple, but...
Right guys, can I tell you there's a memorial service at the Cenotaph in George Square on Sunday the 8th of March at 7 p.m. to 7:30, and it's by Justice 371 campaign, and it's for the 3 Scottish soldiers. That's this Sunday.
That's on every year, right? But I must comment this for a minute, right? This is really, young Chris and all that, they've really got this moving now. They've now got the government finally admitting that they're going to inquire about it, and they've got the perpetrators. I need to watch what I'm saying because it's a legal case and all that. I don't want to say things, but people know what I'm talking about. But what I'll basically say is they've got this now where people are talking about it, and the government and the guilty are going to eventually get found out. Doesn't matter what age they're. A lot of them are pensioners, but do you know what? What happened to the young boys? They need justice.
That's right.
And respect to all the organisers of that. So Sunday night, you just turn up at George Square.
Just turn up at the Cenotaph. Be there for 7 o'clock. It starts at 7 o'clock. And it's on Sunday, the March the 8th, from 7 to 7:30, and it's at the Cenotaph in George Square, guys.
All welcome.
All welcome.
Aye. It's got to see a position where it's getting... The conversation that the government didn't want to talk about now.
Hey, do you want to read that one?
Aye, that's too many. That's a massive comment. Just came in about 50
That's a
pages.
massive comment, Taylor Thompson.
Aye, guys, if you get a chance Sunday night, go down to the 3 Scottish Soldiers, give them a bit of support.
Yep.
And it's getting bigger every year. It'd be fantastic to see a really big turnout for that. No, it's too much, isn't it?
It's too big.
You'd be there for about 2 weeks, you know that. But some of the comments, guys, there's that many comments, we can't always read them out anyway. What other events are on? Anything else coming up this week?
You've got the Brigton Loyalist Culture Day on Saturday.
I think that's sold out, to be honest. That's possibly the
Rangers
best
draw.
cultural day.
Rangers draw. The draw we got.
Aye, Leverkusen. So
Yes.
we were talking about earlier on to stop with the call. I think it's probably one of the hardest draws of the group. However, the way Rangers have played in the tournament, it's probably one of the better draws for us as well. It's a winnable tie if Rangers are at their very best. If Ibrox is at its best, but it's still going to be very hard. There'll be Rangers fans at Oil Stadium. The last time I was there was Rangers fans at Oil Stadium. Can we do it? Aye, we can do it. Will it be hard? It'll be hard.
Aye.
But at the stage we're at now, Copenhagen was probably the easiest team in it, right? I'm not saying that to go. They probably were, or not the easiest, probably the best team to draw for having an opportunity going through. But we are where we are with it. So we go the Germans. Rangers tend to be not too bad in German teams, but every time we play a German team, they're always very well organised. The Rangers fans will probably go to Cologne, I'd imagine. They'll not go to Leverkusen, and that'll be a party as usual.
Right, are you going to the Old Firm? Anyone? Taylor Thompson?
Aye, we'll be going to that.
That's the one on the 15th of March?
Aye, we'll be going to that. I'll be going anyway.
Yes. Right, when do you think we're at? We spoke about this earlier.
Right, so
guys,
see for Saturday, sorry, there's still tickets available for the Brixton Loyalists. I thought it sold out because it's normally...
Right, okay, you can still buy tickets at the door.
But it's a bigger venue this year, so that's maybe why. That will be an absolutely fantastic day. Some of the best bands in Scotland and Northern Ireland take part in it, if you want to go along and support it.
Good. Who won the bonus ball on Saturday, guys, said Senga? It was Jim.
Jim, the organiser.
Jim won the £100, guys.
But it was his birthday, to be fair.
It was his birthday, and that's his birthday date that he won on.
And the same thing as well was his birthday, and he also went for a meal. a barium meal at the hospital.
So he did. He was out for 2
He
days.
says if he doesn't like it, he can shove it up his.
Right, who won? Who can still? And Roddy Lumsden won the tickets, the Rangers tickets this week. He won them.
Aye, Bobby, there's Bobby Smith. Bobby was, I don't know if Bobby's position was in Narsa now, but Bobby was the top man at Narsa for years. There's no change. Gerard's staying. He's made a press conference, Bobby, and he said he's staying to the end of the season.
Fiona, wasn't it?
We need to get behind him, guys. We need to get behind Gerard.
Fiona put him on the page.
What's
on
that?
the chat.
What's that?
The Keyside
The
Club
ladies'
Ladies'
night.
night pays them half £2 a ticket.
Aye,
Yeah.
guys, so that's a good friend. There's Fiona's a good supporter of the show and a good friend. She's now organising.
She's part of our.
She's organising a lot of. She does a lot of stuff for the juveniles and the district, Springburn district. But that's in the Quayside Bar. Regan Lindsay, great singer, great night, cheap tickets. Get yourselves a gang, guys, if you want a wee night out.
Once the chat's over, Fiona, just put it on the page.
Aye. A few guys are back Motorsmith, but let's be honest here, guys. I don't want to laugh at
Attention,
comments.
That's been a big long process between all of us.
Where do you draw the end? Is you 100-year-old and you're still phoning them up
Want
and
to
things
claw
like that?
back?
Aye. You need to move on. Gerard's the manager of Rangers and we need to back to the end of the season.
I think we've always been behind Stevie G, Dale, Ian Millen.
Aye, and I agree with Peaceful Warrior. This has been Rangers need us. This has been the fans need to stick together.
Yep.
The bickering and all that. And
We need
I
to stop
get
the bickering, guys. Yep.
I get what it's like. It's,
Yeah, see some of these forums.
that's why I don't go on them. I don't go on them because
I do now. See, my mum and I stick to Badger Loyal because
aye.
Ali allows nothing. He's slagging the Rangers.
Aye.
Loud.
So Fiona's going to add that up anyway at the end of
Good
the
night,
page.
Robert MacArthur.
Robert, catch you later on in the Bristol at the weekend. Any other stuff I've got to catch up on?
That was it. 3 Scottish soldiers, the two 5 stars.
I've not heard from Warren. I don't know if Warren's at a meeting or what's happening.
He's usually at a meeting and joins us later on.
He's a wee call.
Yep.
It'd be good to get a wee call off him.
And we're top at Ross County on a Sunday.
Aye, so
We're
we've got
at
Ross County. That again, right, is going to be a hard game for Rangers.
Yeah, aye.
It's one of these stadiums that when any team that go there, they'll
I think
seem to
the
struggle.
Rangers need to actually pull their socks up if they want to play for him.
Well, we need to win on Wednesday first, first and foreoff. I think I agree with Sid Barrett's just said there about changing the formation. I think the formation we're doing with Scottish football, I get it works in Europe. I'm not going to criticise that.
It's
It does
different,
work.
but it's different.
And Scottish football, every team is going to play 11 men behind the ball. That's not going to change. Stevie G needs to find a way of breaking that down. 4-4-2. We've got Defoe back. I don't know how fit he is. I know he came on, but he looks as if he's struggling a wee bit. But if we get him back to full fitness, 4-4-2, can Alfie and Defoe play up front together? I don't know. We've not really tried it a lot. But we need to change the formation, I think. We need a different way to attack these teams because they're not going to change. Aye, but they're not going to change the way they set up against us. So that's where we are. So we need to find a way of beating them.
Got to check that. Right, Peaceful Warrior says, "Mon the British Paras." Don't read too much, Jim. Don't read and don't pay much attention to the media when it comes to Rangers.
I've said for a few years now, Rangers need to be doing their own media and get rid of the media.
We discussed that last week, didn't we?
2 weeks ago, but the media's going to try and unsettle us at all times. But at the same time, our players should be experienced enough not to fall for that. Everybody that plays with Rangers should know how important the club are, how important the games are, how every team's going to
look
set
at
up.
all the fake news and all that was out about Gerard there. I mean, that was somebody with too much time in their hands, isn't it? Oh, Jim. Oh.
I see quid out of that book.
It's basically you've got to understand that they've got to fill their pages and they've got lazy journalists. You don't get good journalists anymore.
I know, they're off Facebook.
At a time you did get quality journalists in the maybe the 60s, 70s, and you hear about these guys that wrote books and all that. Nowadays, they just basically what they do is they copy and paste things to Facebook. It's not the same quality and they don't care. And their attitude is bring Rangers down at all costs.
Right, Morelos turn up tomorrow night. If he plays, said Scott McIntyre.
I think, I seen the press conference today with Steven Gerrard. I'm sure, now I was busy, but I watched a wee bit yet and I'm sure he said he's coming back.
Yep. He's punished internally, but he's not saying what it is.
He's in a horrible position, Gerrard, now, because if he doesn't play him, everybody's going to say, I'm not playing your best striker, right? And I would say that, and at the same time, Morelos has let him down. But Morelos has let him down and been punished. We need to, as a club, we need to move on.
Move on for that.
We still pay him a wage. He should be on the park. He needs to score them more tonight and get himself, get back to Alfredo Morelos that we all know, that we all love, get himself fit, get the hunger and the desire for the club again, and repay Gerrard that wee bit of loyalty that he's gave to Morelos. But Morelos should be starting tomorrow night, in my opinion, and his attitude should be he's out there to get the result. That's my opinion on it. I don't think MD would want us to be dropping him, because I don't see the benefit again paying a guy that kind of wage
Money and not playing
him.
him. Alex Kelly said, delighted that Gerrard is staying loyal to us. Do you think the former i.e. Barry Ferguson, would good for him on his coaching staff? Not sure if Gary Mack is strong enough to kick asses in the changing room.
What I'll say with that is that Alex Kelly said that.
Aye.
A couple of years ago, I'll be honest, because Barry sometimes watches the show, right? I've done an interview with him, and he's done a couple of promotions for me, and I've 50-50 with him. There's times I've slated in the past until I met the guy and actually sat with him and listened to him and his passion for Rangers. I know a lot of people like to criticise him. I've been in that boat. We've sat with him for a couple of hours, had a few beers with him and heard him talking about Rangers. You were in the car the other day, Derek Ferguson phoned me. I'll not talk about the conversation obviously, but his passion with Rangers, his brother, you could hear it in the phone when you were asking me who was that. I think I was just an fan. Guys like that at Rangers I think would benefit. We need more Rangers people that are going to basically fight for the jersey, coaching these young players, because I feel, I don't want to sound like I'm being para here, I don't feel as if the players realise how important the jersey is. I think some of them think if they do well in the European tournament's great, everybody's going to love them, and they'll get a contract to what they might think is a bigger club. None of the players will ever play for a bigger club than Rangers. When they leave Rangers, they'll regret it, and they'll talk about it in years' time. Many bigger players of the name have done it, and they've looked back, Loudrops and everybody else, and they'll talk about the regret leaving Rangers. So they need to start playing on the park, and they need to start playing the Scottish football, the cup games, and every game. Every game should be a battle. I'm fed up finding out people saying to me that it was Hearts Cup final, it was Hamilton's Cup final. Every game should be our cup final. When you play with Rangers, Chalk Tiger Shaw, one say to one of the players coming out the tunnel, what are you shaking for? When you play with Rangers, they shake when they play against us. That's what makes this club great, and we need to instill that back in the club. Having guys like Barry Ferguson, I think would benefit us. I know some people might want to slag Barry, but you know what? As a player, he was an absolutely fantastic player with Rangers, and he was a leader.
I know he was a leader, but we're short of that.
We don't have a leader.
There's nobody there.
Gerard's got enough things to be doing. On the training ground now, Barry Ferguson's with Celtic Hearts still, I think.
Aye.
Barry Ferguson would be, I'll tell you one thing, he would change, he would put a bit more passion into the club. I would definitely think that.
I know Tav's a captain, but he's no got it for the way they had it.
He's no nasty.
He's no nasty.
I mean, that's the problem. You wouldn't be scared of him. I mean, you watch the old games. We were watching a few in the Bristol the other day. When you watch Barry Ferguson, he's up in it.
He's in their face.
People at the time saying he's brilliant and all that. Do you know what? It made the players better. It made the players angry.
Fire, wasn't it? There's fire in it.
And you're needing that. So getting a guy like Barry Ferguson back to me, and it wouldn't cost a lot of money. He's with Celtic Hearts. Skill-wise as well, what a player he was.
I heard Barry is on loan.
Aye. No, he's on that programme PLZ Football. It's a podcast. I watch it quite a lot. He talks a lot of stuff. He talks a lot. Barry talks a good game. He knows his football. He knows what Rangers are about, and he's been there in the lows and the highs. He's been there at bad times as well with Rangers, you know, when we struggled a wee bit. And he's been there when we're all for him defeats. He knows how much the fans care.
I know.
I just wonder if these players, some of the players are letting Gerrard down because they don't understand how big Rangers are.
You hear that one quite a lot. He needs to drop Golson. How often do we hear that one?
And then play Patterson. I've said it for the start. I hate picking an individual player out, but Goldston never gets the blame. Right, Katic, we had a nightmare 2 weeks ago. I get that. It's Katic's fault, right? Understand that when he makes an arse of it. Edmondson, when he makes a mistake, it's his fault. But when Goldston makes a mistake, it's not his fault.
I know.
I don't like that, and it's like playing favourites. I don't understand that. Well, there is other players in the teams that I think he's too loyal to. But I think, to be honest, I think Gerrard's maybe changed his opinion on this as well, because he's basically called them all out, and he's turned around and says the quicker Hilander's back, the better. What does that mean? That's a direct criticism of the defence. And he said he's going to have to question. He's got to
question himself.
You can read between the lines. He's going to have to question the way he's been looking at the Rangers team. That tells me he's been too loyal to the certain players, and he's now realising.
I do think there's changes coming in. Do you know what I mean? That's made him change. He's had to go here. Wait a wee minute here.
I think he realises that the players he's put so much faith in have let him down, and they've not let him down once or twice. They've let him down on a regular basis, and his captain's probably one of them. I'd say. There's loads of messages on there as well, but I just think that. That's the problem you've got. You need to have people at the club that insist that Rangers, the ethos of Rangers, but the club mean. If you can't play that good on a Wednesday night
I know,
in European football.
and then turn up.
And before the game everybody knows.
No, don't turn up, I mean.
Aye, everybody already expects it, do you know
I
what I mean?
know.
As if the players don't realise how important the Scottish Cup is. How
I mean, they were that
important the
bad,
league
even
is.
Stevie said. It looked like a team he saw before he came.
Aye, and that was that's a direct
And that
dig
was
at his
bad.
players, right?
Aye.
So that's what I'm saying. It finally looks as if he's thought, right, I've got this sorted here. I'm not relying on these guys anymore. I mean, let's be honest, he was a broken man. It was heartbreaking.
Aye, it looked bad.
When I
It
seen
looked
the
sad.
interviews and that. But he's been in there, and I would imagine he's been kicking arse all
And
week.
Colin Fall said he needs to start playing 3 at the back.
Well, that's what a lot. We've been talking about that for a while now. He can't play free at the back in Europe, I don't think, because we're different. I think the way we play in Europe is fantastic, but I agree 100%. Free at the back, and we should be far more attacking. We need to find ways of breaking these teams down. They're not going to change their format.
I know.
They're all going to play defensive football, and the way we're setting up against them isn't working. It doesn't matter if it's free at the back or whatever. We need a plan B now.
I know, he never
The
had
free at the
that.
back, we've got the players for it, I think. Where they have that, we've got Big Edmondson. I think he's probably a young boy. He's a bit young, but he's a great player. The boy Patterson can come in. Golson's going to be there whether you like it or no, and Katic. So you've got plenty of players you can play along with. Three at the back, and that would probably suit the formation better for Barisic and Golson. Barisic and Tav as well. The way they play against teams like Ross County, we shouldn't be playing before it.
Here's another one. Drop McGregor, Golson, Tav. Too many mistakes. McGregor has made a couple of bloomers there, I know, and he's a waste experience one on that park.
He has. Sometimes I wonder if it's because there's so many mistakes happening with the defence. He's passionate. He's a Rangers man. He's made a few mistakes, but they're all making mistakes now. But I don't. Drop my goalkeeper's a big move to make.
I know.
And he's made some great saves as well.
I mean, for by the mistakes, he's made a lot of good saves, so it takes a...
He has. I don't think dropping McGregor's the answer there.
No.
To be honest, because he's probably the only one in the park that seems to care. Maybe people think he's caring too much, but I don't think there's any such thing. He's screaming abuse, and sometimes you get carried away when you're shouting at him because you're going like that. You're making mistakes. The McGregor one, I'm going to change, but what I would do is I would change the formation in Scottish football, and I'd go more out attack and open them up a wee bit, because it's so predictable. Everybody's found out how to play Rangers, and if you play aggressively against us and defend, Rangers don't really seem to cope.
Back. Aye.
When we play against good teams that attack us, we can play
Aaron
football.
Brown says Gerrard won't change his formation.
Well, we don't
see.
know that until Wednesday.
We'll see.
If he doesn't make changes, he's sat and told us that he knows that he's going to have to get away and have a long think about what's happening. So that tells me he's going to change something, whether it's the players or the style or whatever. So he's got to...
Here's somebody says, make McGregor the captain. Graham Clark said. We should have kept Doherty, Jamie, Murphy and give Jordan Jones a game, says Paul Sargent.
Well, the thing with Jordan Jones is a strange one. Why did we buy him if we're not going to play him?
Here's David McVicker. McGregor's been very erratic and he doesn't look out of place in that defence.
The thing about McGregor is, I see, is he's too far off his line a lot of
I
times.
know, but
Aye,
I
that's
think
caused a mistake a few times with that Jim.
he has been off his line too much, but I
think
think it's because of the defences make so many mistakes. He's getting ready to
Try
run
to
out and
cover
fix
it.
them all the time.
But my boys say this for years, that even the first time McGregor was in,
Aye, well maybe he's a great shot stopper.
aye,
He's a Rangers goalkeeper, and dropping him now I don't think would be. I don't think we should make panic reactions. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think
Let's see what he brings us. Let's see what he turns round now.
we've got Wednesday night, right? He's going to bring Morelos back in, right? But I think some of the players need dropped. See bringing Ojo on to save the day, right? That's not
happening, I know.
Ojo, right, is a new Worrell, where he seems to have to get a game right, and that's where my criticism is with Gerrard. If it's Gerrard that done the deals, these deals that we've got where we've got to play these what do you call them, loan signings. I don't like loan signings. If you want to play for Rangers, you sign for the club,
for it.
and it's simple as that. But we're bringing players in and they're getting a game, and Ojo's a young boy and his head's down and he's not going to get better the way it's gone. Bringing him on to win games. Hadji is a different case. I think the Hadji what we've got is a talented player who sometimes I think he's playing balls in that the players are not right. He's too clever for them. He's played a ball in and you go, oh, why did we not see that?
Aye.
And he's getting kicked lumps out of, so he's 50-50.
I think there's a lot more to come for him, Sam.
Aye.
I'm looking forward to see what he's bringing us.
He's got the ability, right?
Aye.
He's got the ability. It's all down to where he's going to be able to fit in with the system and Rangers players can play with him, no him playing with the players.
Aye.
Sometimes he's a step ahead.
Forward.
And I've seen it before with like Frank de Boer, Ronald de Boer, when they kind of guys played with Rangers or playing boys that you're going, whoa, I didn't think a player could do that.
Aye.
But he's a class young player. But we've got these players, we need to get the best out of the players that we've got. The ones that are letting them down need to be dropped.
Yes.
The fact that Tavernier the captain doesn't mean he should play every week, he should be the captain in my opinion. If you're not doing the business, you
He
should
shouldn't
be.
be there, aye.
They're letting the guy down that stopped buying him, Gerrard.
Right, McGregor is still a great goalkeeper, plays for the Gers, they say, Jake.
Yep, aye, Jake McCartney, I
Yep.
agree with that.
Can't drop McGregor, the goalie is only good at his back four.
Aye.
Since the new year, they've been poor.
Well, since
Says
the whole
Billy.
the
The Ojo decision with Hadji on the bench Saturday was baffling though, Simon.
that's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. The boy Ojo basically needs taken out the team altogether, and I mean out the team as off the bench.
Aye, okay.
Sid, I maybe didn't explain that right. The boy Ojo and a few other players. I don't want to single out some out, but some of the players that are getting into the squad shouldn't have been in it now. They've let the club down too many times. Take that away from him. The boy Hadji, I like that boy, but you've got to build the team around him. You can't be bringing him on every now and again. He's not a match winner. I think he's the kind of guy you want him on for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
He could do nothing for 89 minutes and do a bit of magic. He's got that ability and he's got the skills. It's the players that are coming on and letting him do it on a regular basis. Everybody can see him. Davis hasn't kicked a ball in months.
I know I said somebody was saying there about Davis, they were disappointed in his performance there the other night.
I like the boy, right? I'm glad he's done well with Northern Ireland, and I'm glad he came back to the club. But every time Davis has got a ball now, it goes back away.
Aye.
Back. Right, so that's not good. We're playing against a team of 11 men behind the ball and we're going the wrong way.
We still don't have a recognised and consistent penalty taker.
Aye, that's a worry. That shouldn't have been... I thought, to be fair, right, the boy Hadji's penalty that was saved was a good save, I think, right? I know people might disagree. The keeper went and saved it.
But I don't see that as a bad penalty, I just see that as a good save.
That's what I'm saying. The keeper saved it, so he might be the penalty taker. He's only missed one, and he shouldn't miss it. I was raging at the time, but when I looked back and I watched it, it wasn't a bad penalty. I don't think he put it up high in a
at first
corner.
I just said it's a pity he missed it, and I think it was Dan Garrison that said to me, it wasn't a bad penalty, it was just a good save.
Well, see when the penalty's getting taken, somebody, if you're in a pub or you're at football, somebody will always shout, hit it high and into the corner. Right, always hear somebody high and into the corner, and he's put it high and he's put it in the corner and the keeper's put his horn up. So I think Hadji might be the penalty taker. I'm 50-50 because I don't know what happened here. Somebody texted me, I think it was, might have been Big Gary, it might be Ring, that was at the game and said Tav didn't take the penalty and he was meant to or he was going to, but I don't quote me, it might not have been Gary. Somebody said to me that Tav was meant to take that penalty and he's bottled it again. Right, and I'm thinking, is Tav the penalty taker or no? If you're the penalty taker, you take them all.
Take it.
You take them all. And if you're not the penalty, if he's not the penalty taker, make that clear and let's find out. Is it going to be Hadji? Morelos was penalty, that last one, Morelos done was awful, so we know what I'm doing.
Right, Graham Clark, I love Stephen Davis, but we can't play him and Jack in the same midfield.
Kind of think you're right there. I think Stephen Davis is finished with Rangers, to be honest. I know, but since he's come back for the winter break, he looks as if he's no fit.
I think they all look like that.
His head's down, and every time the ball goes back, honestly, if you watch the game when he plays,
I know.
every ball goes back away. As if he's no wanting the ball, square pass. He's never gone forward, and the old Stephen Davis that was playing dangerous balls and was a leader doesn't seem to be there. That's what I'm saying about drafting these players. Gerrard might think it's hard, but Gerrard's job's on the line, right? And Gerrard said his job's on the line.
I think now it's a wee bit different now that he's realised.
Aye, well, it's no me saying it. Stephen Gerrard said he's had to consider the last 24 hours, 40 hours, right? So I'm not seeing his job's on the line. He said it, right?
Aye.
So if his job's on the line and people are letting him down, you drop
Time
them,
to go.
or you put him in the ultimatum, either you fix this or I fix it.
Right, where are we? Right. Hadji is a good player. He has all the skills and tricks, but he won't be running away from anyone. If he has Ojo's space, he would be a world beater.
He's a young boy still.
He's only 21, is he?
He's a young boy. He's
22?
still learning the game, and the Scottish game's different for every other game.
So he'll be 22 in October.
Aye,
But-
21 he is.
But you need to understand him as well. He's a young boy and he's came in a different style of play. Scottish football is different from anywhere in the world. The first challenge he got against Aberdeen, they chopped him. Right, the young boy's gone, what have I just came here? This isn't the football, right? But the reality is, that's when he's came in his league, and that's what made Souness a great player. Souness wasn't just a great football player. Souness was a hard no use the word because I've not got a pound for the boat. Hard P. And see when you've got that mixture, when you can ride the tackles, put the tackles in and have the skill, that's what makes you a great. But the boys got the ability.
Wee Davis has lost his legs, bless, because I have always liked him, said Alan Simpson.
Aye, he just doesn't look fit. He looks as if he needs roped, aye.
He should put Morelos on the bench against Hearts and we might have won the game, said Paul Sargent.
Davis needs a rest. He ain't fit to play 2 games in a week.
Guys are asking about who would replace Stevie G. Gerard's going to be the manager at the end of the season, so what I would rather do with the show is talk the positives up. I don't know the answer, to be honest. I don't know who would take the job down. If Stevie G said he's going to stay at the end of the season, then we'll back him at the end of the season.
I just think changing managers, guys, we're not stopping 9, so we change managers, we're not stopping 10.
Well, the bottom line is we're not going to change managers, right? Rangers can't afford to sack him when they see his time, so there's not really much point in talking about who's going to get a job that's not there till the end of the season, and we'll take it for there and we can chat about it. No, that's what I'm saying is he said he's not leaving, right? So it's not really the best of chat to talk about getting a new manager.
We need to get behind him, guys. We need to be there for the players and all, so we'll see what they bring us.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's no point in talking about replacing the manager. He's not gone.
He's still there.
We're talking about something that's not going to happen. He's told you he's staying. So there's no point in having a chat about it. I get the fact that but who's going to replace him, but I don't know. That's not my job either to decide who it is. I've heard rumours about people, but you know what? See these rumours, you get these text messages, right? You get these text messages and it always says at the end of it, I'm just waiting a call back from my good source. You text the person that's saying, yeah, who's your good source? Oh, I got it for somebody else. Nobody ever actually knows who the original source was, so...
Gerard is passionate and it's the players who are not performing well. I agree with you, Daniel Ryan. I agree with you.
Players that have let him down. Some of the players have let him down big time, and the same players are not letting. They're playing brilliant in European football. That tells you they're more interested in themselves than the club, and their friendship with, well, their relationship with Gerard as well.
Davis is finished, guys. Doesn't look as if he wants to be there anymore, said Scott McIntyre.
It's just it looks as if he's lost love of the game.
If I'd get Tavernier out, if he's no good enough, said Daniel Ryan.
I just think he's going to have to make some changes in the team.
We'll see what I think we'll be seeing changes when we see them all. I think there will be a different
team. We've been
team.
saying that for 2 years now, right? And they keep ballsing up. So it's got to the time Michelle's saying, do a job or get off the potty. Gerard needs to decide what's more important, the job, and Rangers are loyalty to players that keep... Players come and go. All the great players that played with Rangers, people say that, oh, you can never replace Jim Baxter, you can never replace Loudrop, you can't replace Gascoigne, you can't replace Cooper. The club moves on. It's simple as that. All these great guys
they've all been there at different times and we've all moved on and got a new one.
But the club progresses, right, and no players bigger than Rangers will ever be. And that's the way the Gerard needs to structure it again. If you're no playing, you're dropped. It doesn't matter how big a name you are, how big a name you think you are. It doesn't matter if Gerard signed them or it's anybody else's signings. It doesn't matter. If you're not playing, you're dropped. And the best players should be available, should be playing. And I don't think that happens sometimes. We don't see what happens in training, right? I've heard rumours that Jordan Jones is acting like Johnny Big Boys after the outside the club, and the club don't like the way he's behaving. Again, it might not be true, so I don't know. I'm not saying it's a fact, but it came from a really good source. A guy who watches the show, he's in the Rangers.
Yep.
So that might be the problem. Do you know what I mean? That they're seeing things after the part they're not happy with.
I'd like to see 5-3-2 until the end of the season.
No, I think they're going. I think they're going to have to do something like that. They're going to have to change it.
Why is everyone thinking the manager is going? Say True Blue, win, lose or draw.
That's what I said. Aye, Bolton Royal. Aye. No, we'll say that. We're no comment on the manager leaving. He said he's staying, so we need to back him. Sometimes we say things that I said it on the Facebook the other night, and a lot of people know, right? That was a bit. I was stunned, but I just couldn't take that result. The manager said he's staying, we're going to back him, and in my opinion, whether people like it or no, he's not gone, we need to back the guy.
What's your opinion on Ryan Kent?
Well, what I'm going to say might be controversial, because people might not agree with me, right, but it's always about opinions. All that money we spent on him, is he better than Candace?
I know.
I don't think he is, and Candace went for $500,000, I think. Candyman was, one thing about Candace was he was more consistent. Kent's hardly kicked a ball since he came back.
Right.
He scored some good goals. I'll give the boy his due. You can't blame him for the price tag. I don't like blaming people that he didn't ask to be £7 million, but he's no consistent, and wingers are never consistent. But you need at least a bit of consistency for him, and I don't think he's a better player than Candace, and we got rid of Candace. Jordan Jones should be competing against him, and Jordan Jones doesn't seem to be getting a chance, so he's not getting anybody taking his position off him, so he's got an easy ride.
It's so true. If the players are not performing, drop them, give them a wake-up call, and change to a 4-4-2, said Stephen Brown. No job for the boys.
Aye, it should just be the best players. Should get it. Kimberry's back in, right, and that's a big thing for us. Kimberry and Morelos up front might be a good partnership. With Defoe coming on as a sub. The boy Kimberry's got something to offer our club. Now, when we signed him on the loan, first thing I thought was, why we signed him? He's useless. Proved me wrong big time. And I had my hand up with that. It's just about opinions. You all say what you think. That boy will do well with Rangers. I think we'll give him a contract. He's not going back to Hibs, let's be honest, right? After what he said, which was all good. He slaughtered Hibs. He slaughtered them, but he's all never wanted to play with Rangers when he played in Scottish football. He said as soon as you came to Scottish football.
So he can't go back after say.
So he's not going back to Hibs, and I think that they have nothing to lose with Kimberry now. Kimberry seems to have the ability to put the ball in the net. He's got the will to win, and he's got a great first touch, so get him on. Get him back in the team.
If we can sign Hadji for £5 million and Kent for £7 million, it's a fine example of the English media talking their players up.
I kind of see what you're saying there. I think it's because it was a bidding war. But Liverpool were putting the price up. The boy wasn't worth that kind of money, but he didn't ask to be that. See, again, Ryan Kent's getting the authority on what the transfer fee is. So he comes. He can't put the transfer fee on his ability. He's not been on form, and he's not got anybody fighting for his place. So because of that, he can afford to be rubbish. Not rubbish, but he can afford to be on a downer.
Can they recall Docherty, McCrory and Holt, as they would show more steel and passion in the midfield?
I think they're there for the end of the season now. I don't think you can. I think that I don't know enough about the loan deals. I think the way they work, they carry come back. You would have to.
Yeah, Davy said I'd be recalling the loan players and give them a chance.
I think you can do that, Davy, but I think today, I think there's going to be a clause, a release clause, and I can't mind how they work. Somebody would need to educate me that one night. I think the release clause would have to be something like Rangers would have to give him money back or something. You can't just bring the player back. I don't think you can do that.
If Rangers are in dire straits, so we need to bring the club back, take players back.
What I'm saying is I don't know the answer. I don't know if you can just bring them back or no. I don't think we should have let Docherty go on loan. Right.
I was against that right away.
That wee guy's got all the kind of the things that we need. He's a fighter. He's young. He's athletic. He's a Rangers man. He's got skill, passion, and then we keep sending him out. His head must be going down with that. Do you know what I mean? Getting sent out all the time.
We need to finish the season strong. Finish as close to Celtic as possible. And let's see what happens in Europa. It's time for the players to step up.
As we know that, we don't know how far we're going to go in Europe. The Germans, can we beat them? Aye.
I don't know, it'd be brilliant, but to
of
take
course,
that
would be amazing. That would be amazing, and then they.
Aye, definitely.
It's not just that. Imagine getting to the final because all the Polish stay in Glasgow, right? And then all of a sudden Glasgow's going to take care of Poland for the final. That would be a wee turn up for the books. Aye, good dance, aye. But it's just we are where we are. We need to back the club to the end of the season, and as always, getting it. No. Aye, but it's not the show. Aye, we're talking about the show there.
Aye. It was I think it was a dry spell, but he's great potential for that.
But all the defence are having a stinker at the same time. That seems to be the problem.
I think they're all taking turns of having a rotten game.
Don't know. As again, that's all these rumours. I stopped reading them. I stopped reading Rangers forums because a lot of stuff people put up there. A lot of people put up stuff and you've never heard of who the person is that puts it up and you think, well, how do you know?
Did we not call Middleton back from loan? Why? Don't really know. James Peebles?
I remember that happening, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you can just call them back. Maybe you can.
I think that would need to be in the contracts, that would need to be claused in it somewhere.
Right, so see you can bring a player back on loan and there's no deal, right, so that means that Hadji could get taken back off us?
Maybe.
Well, he's a loan
Aye,
player.
well, it's the same, it's the same.
So somebody would need to tell me, right, so there'll be somebody that'll know the rules on that, but bringing in the loan player, they shouldn't have let some of them go, I agree with that, but
Golson's a bomb scare.
aye. The only one of the loans I would bring back, and if you could do it, right, if you could do it, would be Docherty. But we need to play this out to the end of the season.
Yeah, Dirty does, and
Start
they will
winning.
drop points, and I see a helicopter Sunday again.
Where we are, guys, we're going to finish up in a couple of minutes
That's
anyway.
it.
A wee promotion, right?
What's that was happening again? Helicopter Sunday.
Aye.
You never know that, these things. Guys, just a wee shout out for we're competition, so we've got a competition running. There's going to be one every month now, what's it, conjunctions about, with five-star promotions, and basically we'll get some great prizes. 5-star are giving us 2 tickets for the Dick Advocate night, and it's in the Doubletree Hilton,
Doubletree Hilton in
5th of June.
Cambridge Street, 5th of June, Friday the 5th of June.
and it's VIP tickets, so
Yeah.
you're getting them. Only people that can win them are the people that join the Gers TV
Lotto.
Syndicate, and once you've joined it, we'll know you've joined it. We'll have all the names in the hat, and if you've joined in the past, that means you're in it.
And to join it, just message the page and I'll get back to you.
And it's got to be one person wins the 2 VIP.
Yep.
Right,
One
that's the best way of
person
doing
wins
it.
the 2 tickets.
And that way you can take your partner or your fancy bit and whatever you want to do. You can do. Right. I'll be going anyway. I'm going to that dinner anyway. So guys, join the Rangers Lotto and we'll be able to get you into that. We'll get loads and loads of prizes coming up. We're getting them framed. They're all signed.
Aye, they're good pictures.
They're really good. So that's all happening as well, guys.
And thank you to 5-star for that.
Aye, and they've got loads of things coming up soon, but we can't really discuss them until we get more details. Just other than that, guys, a few callers were really good. Was just one caller the night?
Yeah, it was Stephen Renwick. Miss Warren tonight. I don't know where Warren is. I take it he's no well. But thanks, Stephen Renwick. I see somebody has actually donated on the feed to your charity.
Aye, somebody donated. I think it was
Roddy
Roddy.
Lumsden.
Aye, and somebody joined my Lotto when we were live.
Yes, but I couldn't answer the message.
Aye, that's fine. A few people have messages we're on live, guys, just so you know, we can't comment when we're on live because we've been sitting on the phones and we missed the show, how it's going. You can like and share the channel, guys, and put it on the visit watch party for us.
Yes, watch party and share
A lot of the
it.
guys for Australia tell us they watch in the morning, because our morning, near night time, because 10:30 in Australia now. Again, we'll find out messages if you can tell us more about Adelaide next year. That'd be great to find out some information on that. I can't think if there's anything else I was going to shout out for anybody. Blackpool in a couple of weeks' time, I'll be down there.
And that's the end of March.
Aye, that's the end of March.
21st, I think it is. 21st of March. Well, 21st.
And other than that, guys, just basically if you can get involved with everything we're doing, loads of things, Rangers Lottery, we've got the bonus ball, that's just a wee money raiser. It's going to happen every 2 weeks or possibly sooner if it sells out. You win £100 on it.
Yes.
You win £100 on it. As well as that, we're going to be doing a promotional video for the Rangers Lotto. If anybody wants Broxy Bear, they're going to get a great deal. £25, is it?
Yes,
29,
I think,
25?
aye, 25. I see her, she's brought that down there,
And you can get that for kids' parties and all that. Just contact Fiona or ourselves and we'll pass it on fees.
Aye, it's good, it's brilliant.
Bear huts. Somebody mentioned, I think it was Joel Jackson earlier on, when we're in Coleraine, will we go and see his bear hut?
Definitely. We're having problems with the bear huts, guys. A lot of people are no wanting them. After putting the photos up, they're no wanting their...
Basically, people are
they're
saying
no wanting it filmed.
we'll come and film the bear huts or the Rangers man caves or bars that you've got. But you need to let us go and do that. If you don't want that, fine. But people are telling us they want it, and then
Yeah, they're saying no, we don't want it. We've
But-
had a few saying no, we don't want that.
But that's fair enough. Aye, but that's fair enough. So if you've got a Rangers bar or a room or anything like that, and you want to promote it, we'll come and film it.
Alec Roger, how do you join both? You join the bonus ball on the page.
I send
you join
it a
the
PM.
bonus ball and you join the lotto. Personal message the page, and I'll get back to you on that. A shout out to Billy Gilmore, man of the match.
So there's Joel Jackson. Joel, I don't know if I've met you before, mate. I meet a million people, but I've maybe met you in I'm in Limavady most of the 12th of July season. I'm usually in there, the Rangers Club, as I said earlier on. They do a big band parade, and it's all the different bands all join together as one big band. So I'll be in that night. and I maybe get a drink with you, but if you want us to come and film it, it's a definite. A wee shout out to the Brigton Loyalists. Cultural weekend at the day at the Green. Should be a great day. Alex is... It's in Glasgow Green. They've got a marquee. A gazebo. They've got a big marquee. It's going to be the biggest one they've had. The bands that the Brigton Loyalists get for that event is some of the best bands. Aye. But it's proper top quality, and there's people come through our Britain to go to the event as well. Loads come from Ulster for it. So Brigton Loyalists, I'm sure there's still some tickets available. You can pay on the door. It's Glasgow Green. You're going to get to see some of the best bands in the whole of the UK. Great punters. I don't know the price. It's not that dear. Aye, £3 or £5. I can't mind. Guys, you're more than welcome to that. Joe, see you in July.
You might get your wee page ready for shutting down.
Aye, 2 seconds. I don't know. Somebody's seen a patch them, but I don't know. There's a million messages coming in. I'm just trying to catch them all.
Patch what?
People's. Aye, so
You done the Brigton Loyalist one. That's the Culture Day.
aye, so,
That's Alex Hutton.
I know. Aye. I don't know, but maybe people talk to each other. Guys, anything else we'll go to the cap on quickly?
That was that. We done it all. We done Gerard, Lotto competitions, Rangers draw, Stephen,
the charity page for that boys kilt walk is on the page.
Jack's Den.
Jack's Den. We'll put that back up again.
Yes.
Guys can get involved in that. A wee shout out there was somebody for Brigton. No, hold on a minute. Kim's moved it. My head's went. A great show again, Frank, from the Bridlington Royal East Yorkshire. That's next to Scarborough. It's got the biggest hill in the world.
Get the Orns Parade in Scarborough at the end of the
March.
month.
Aye, at the end of the month. That's the one. That's the first parade of the year, really. First major parade, and it's the biggest. It's one of the biggest ones in It's one of the biggest ones in England. I don't know if it's bigger than Liverpool, but it's a massive big parade. It's a great night. Yeah. It's a tenner at the Green, Alex, and you just pay the door, mate. Just gives a wee thumbs up for that. You're getting a great day because it's on for 11 o'clock to 7 at night.
£10 at the Green.
You're getting the equivalent of two events, and it's on all day. The Sunday, do we have a link for Sunday for the Young Soldiers Memorial? We'll maybe speak to them and see if we can film it, but we need permission because we're not the organisers. But if they get permission, we'll film that live for them. Tenner at the door for the Green, so if anybody's want to go, Brigton Loyalists are welcome. Man in the match, Billy Gilmore, the night.
No, I did say man in the match, Billy Gilmore.
It's no past, it's been mentioned about 20 times, we've tried to keep up with it, but it's, the messages, my eyes just go.
Alright, okay.
So guys, I'll be Saturday, I'll be at Glasgow Green. And I'll be at George Square.
Hey, I'll be at Glasgow Green and I'll probably be at George Square.
So, if you see us guys, give us a wee shout.
Say hello if you see us. Come up and say hello.
Thanks to everybody for the support. Anybody else who's got events coming up, they want them promoted, they want a shout out for anything, let us know. If it's anything to do with our culture or Rangers, we're happy to promote it in any way we can.
Right, and always remember guys, we are
the people.
The people.